It's your boy Wallart Yoshi over here.
Wallart Yoshi.
Mm, just kidding. It was Scraggly Beard McFace.
Yep. I have some technical things to do, so if somebody would like to promote this to the high heavens, please do that.
Uh, Promote.
Yeah, to flee to Twitter, to Facebook, to the Discord.
Yes.
Tell people what we are doing.
Max,
Yes.
I will say, along the stream, it seems that your mouse is leaving an infinite trail of small mouses wherever it goes.
It is. Also we're definitely under the wrong category.
Oh yeah. Yep. Why is that happening?
Leaving a little trail of itself.
Oh, Jojo.
Yes.
Oh, you're on the stream. Your face is just covered.
Why?
Also, is
It's
anyone
good.
else's
It's cool.
version of Ian and Zoom going crazy? Ian, you are outer space.
All right. Well,
Oh, sweet God, he is.
Uh,
Ian, can you stop?
do not do that, Ian.
okay. Well,
He's no longer outer space. We're good.
everything's ruined because
Ian, oh no, it is. Oh no.
everything is ruined.
Oh, did I goof it or did something else?
No.
God, Ian, how could you?
Wait, did I change the source? Get out of here. There we go.
I am now ready
did
to
it.
begin.
I wanna
This
remove
stream
this
is
one.
weird, Max.
All right, I fixed it. I fixed it. I
There.
did
Oh,
it.
now there's two Maxwells.
That's okay. That's okay. I fixed it.
Your
That's fine.
Maxwell's is better than one.
True.
That is thoroughly dependent on what your personal beliefs are. Okay, so you're telling me Vanarin doesn't exist.
I exist. I can.
I
see
do not
myself.
exist either.
Okay.
Can you see anything but yourself, Vanrin?
What? Yeah, I can see everybody else. I'm perfectly fine.
Okay.
The plot thickens. I can see Sneak again.
You can.
I can see myself, but it's still grayscale.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, the only thing I can think of is, oh, that's why. Sneakums, I hadn't given your token to you.
Thank you.
That would help. Okay.
Gimme him. Give me myself. Come here.
I mean, I did it. You should be. So if I do that,
Oh, it worked.
Give me myself.
Gimme.
Give me.
and then Alex, is everything gone now?
I have me. I can see all the dead things, and they're grayscale.
But those are
What's
on your
happening?
map layer. Why can you stop the map layer? Valdir, can you please refresh your page?
Sure.
Oh, Luke, I'm so sorry. You are no longer Keepa on.
I am not. This is correct.
Now, would you prefer I put Mimi or M-11-I?
Mimi.
So M-I,
That's
M-I.
how they Yeah, that's how they prefer to be addressed.
Okay. And now,
I am back, baby. Everything is grayscale and dead.
why?
Just why?
Same.
Alright, I mean, I love taking up lots of time on tech, but you know, sometimes it happens. I'm just going to put you on the GM layer, see what happens,
I can't see me.
but you can see everything else.
I can see all the dead things. Nothing but the dead things.
Okay.
Am I on a weird layer? Like, is my...
Oh, yeah,
Or-
you in the top left-hand corner. Is it
Mm-hmm.
possible for you to go... Are you, like, it should be mouse cursor and then, like a...
Paintbrush, magnifying glass.
Okay, but under the cursor is immediately the paintbrush?
Yeah.
That's not correct. Or that's not helpful to us, I should say. How do I make you the player on the token layer? How do I reset player? reset you. Did that do anything?
No.
Oh, I moved the universe.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, everything looks a little bit shifted up as well.
Yep, I moved
Very
the
straight.
universe, is what I said.
Your Thanos-like power.
Man. Why today? Why right now?
Because life.
Did I change? I don't understand. Okay, I theoretically moved the universe in a fashion that made some sense. I help me, Google. Why can my player only see the map layer? All right, talk about something while I try to figure this out.
What's everyone been playing?
You know what I've been playing?
Dishonored 2.
Oh,
A lot.
Cool. How's that?
How many hours have I put into it? I've put 21 hours into it in the last 3 days. 4 days.
Okay.
It's real fun. Dishonored is one of my favorite games. I played 2 on PS4 before, but I just really liked it, and it was on sale. And now I'm just playing the bejesus out of it.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't really know how to go into detail on mechanics or anything because nobody else has played it. What's anybody else been playing?
Sekiro.
I have purchased Sekiro, but I can't get to playing it until Friday.
I am at the final boss, so I will tell you whether or not I've beaten the game in about a month.
In a month?
Fair.
Because things are rough, boy.
Oh, is it really hard?
Don't you love it when a game difficulty spikes just for the last boss?
Do
Are
you
there
ever-
stats and stuff? Can you level up?
You level up your physical stats, like your vitality, your health stats, pretty much in one chunk, and then you have another way to make your attack power go up.
Okay.
And then there's just skill trees for all the different things that you want to do,
Mm-hmm.
and fun little bells and whistles you get.
This is episode 8, right?
I have no idea.
I think, yeah.
I think so. It's a very fun game, but my god.
I really want to play
Anyway,
it.
I also played a little bit of Yoshi's Crafted World.
Ooh.
How is it? Meryl wants to get it.
It's a warm hug of a game.
Yoshi's Crafted World.
Max,
Here.
can I start with because I can start with a crossbow and 20 bolts, and I'm not taking the crossbow, but I am taking a short bow.
Yes.
Can I have 20 arrows?
Can you? I mean, yes.
Cool.
The answer is yes.
Oh, of course not. That's a high damage difference, Luke. How could you even ask that?
I
Well,
made
no,
a.
it's
I
a
made a void.
I mean, there was a there was a circumstance in Court of Swords where a player lost his character in the first hour of the show to some scorching rays.
My game.
Oh no.
So he literally randomly generated everything about his character, and he ended up being a gnome, and he came with a longbow, and gnomes can't use longbows. They're too small.
What an unfortunate young man.
So that was hilarious.
The
Okay.
poor man.
I have no idea how to help Faldir's problem.
Good.
Wow, who needs him?
Uh,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Why
See
can you
magic.
only see the map?
Valdir, I know you've probably refreshed, but can you do it for me one more time?
Yeah,
Sweet, sweet honey child, man.
got you.
Ah! Did it work?
Alex?
Alex
Alex.
died.
Alex!
What?
Did it work?
I'm still refreshing.
Oh, yeah, it takes a while.
I will get back to you when it's Jesus, you wild animals.
15 minutes, alright.
I'm sorry that someone bought a very
Brett
expensive
sent me
computer
a
and now
couple
it runs.
paragraphs. I don't know if they're going through something rough or knowing him, if this is an elaborate setup for a dumb joke. So having to read it, I'm gonna skip to the end. It was a dumb joke. Never mind. I'm back. I'm fully invested. All right. What is happening? Everything is grayscale and dead, and I have control of Valdir.
You have control of. You can see yourself. You have control.
I can see
of
myself.
how-
I can click myself. I think. Let me see. I can move myself. Look.
Am I moving? Wait, can you see us moving?
I can't see anything that's not dead. I see all the dead things, and they're all gray. I am in the land of the dead. Valdir has passed. He's looking beyond the veil. Back at the mortal coil he is left.
Okay.
Gone.
All right. We're gonna. We have to move on, or else we just stall everything. If anyone wants to have happy googly fingers, you may. But I need to start with Mimi because it's going to take a minute to get Mimi into the action. No, Mimi's immediately going to be in the action. It's going to take a minute to get you to fold you guys back in. So, Mimi, tell us about your last dream as you are thrust forth into the world.
Can't hear you.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay. Mimi's last dream. I mean, I think Mimi dreamed the same thing the entire time. Actually, I think it was one long, continuous dream.
Good.
Mimi just kept walking in a forest, ever expanding, ever going. Sometimes running into villages, sometimes running into animals, sometimes nothing for days and days and days. And all were good with Mimi. All of those were enjoyable. But Mimi grew lonely eventually, wanting a more long-term companion. And looked and looked, and no one seemed capable of being that person. And time went on, and eventually Mimi just woke up.
Okay.
That time is inconsequential to an Adaptogen.
Sure.
So how long that is hard to say, mentally speaking.
Okay.
Hey,
less-
sorry to cut you off there, but like, is it light a factor here? Because like, didn't Keep On have light on during the fight, and then he died? So, and Valdir doesn't have dark vision.
There's the sun, so he should have vision.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Anyway, but yeah. Okay. So I need to grab your token. That's wrong.
And just to speak a little bit more on the dream, there are many stories within that one long dream,
Sure.
but as Mimi's awakening, it's more of a blur.
Okay. As you awaken, it's just does like does the dream just fade? Does Mimi begin to run with his with their wooden body?
I think Mimi starts getting chased and then starts running. Something bad and nightmarish. And Mimi runs and runs and runs, and then finally turns and faces it, and that's when Mimi wakes up.
Okay. Rock on.
Gone.
rock guy? Don't make fun of me, Jojo.
I'm not making fun of you. I like that you said it.
Okay. So I'm gonna copy your token here. Go to here. Go here.
Oh.
Hey. What? You know when things start to go wrong, so you get frustrated, and then things continue to go wrong, so you get more frustrated, and it goes around in a circle until you want to explode.
When's the part where I stop being frustrated and things stop going wrong?
See, that's the thing.
Sometimes it doesn't come.
Death. Death is the only answer.
Oh.
All right,
Oh.
Do not die. Dying is bad.
Luke, can you see?
Yeah, I can see a little bit of ground. 1 second while I adjust my camera. Hello. Why is Keepon's corpse?
All right. So what you see as you, by the way, can you roll for me a D56?
Absolutely not.
Very, very specific there, Maxwell.
Well, yeah. You need to figure out which pod you come out of.
Fair. It's
Wow. Almost rolled a maximum. Look at you.
Hey, Max.
Hello.
If this helps with anything, I now see whatever mysterious room you're showing Luke, but I don't see anything in it. I just see that map.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, mine's
That's
very
okay.
dark.
I'm just trying to bring Luke to this.
Okay,
map.
never mind. I didn't know if we were all supposed to see it.
Okay, so you come out of the.
I did disappear from my sight, and I'm now gone.
Great.
Like I went into the shadows.
You
We
should
will
have-
figure out.
I didn't let you have sight. There you go. You have sight.
Should I reload?
Probably not.
Oh well.
Oh, I didn't assign you to the thing.
You need to assign me to the token.
There we go.
See you tomorrow, Gary.
You should be able to see.
Spider Gary.
Huh?
Um,
Chiropractor.
Well, that's different.
Everything.
Max.
What?
I don't know what's happening.
Good.
I'm moving, and it's like a diagonal sequence of 4 blocks that moves over the map, and it shows me the stuff underneath those blocks. And I
Okay,
don't
so we're gonna move off this map because I don't understand what's going on. So, what you see is you're in the chamber of awakening.
Everything's good. Everything's better.
Good.
Continue.
It's because you weren't emitting light, apparently. Okay, so you come out of a corner. Like Mimi was in the corner tube, and they scrounge around. They find an amount of wood was still in your tube.
Yeah, I mean, I dived in there with the wood. Maybe it was like airtight. I don't know.
Yeah, you have enough to make yourself a spindly body, though you don't even need one since you're an Adaptogen. Can you describe how you look?
Right now I look vaguely like the endocrines and nervous and like skeletal structure of the human. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just vaguely humanoid with as much wrapped around my core as possible.
Right, and your core is a purple sphere.
Yeah, it's an amethyst sphere as small as a Adaptogen's core can be.
Mm.
Can I just describe the way Mimi looks normally? Like,
No, we'll get
Okay.
you enough wood, and then you can describe that.
Okay.
Because I imagine you'll form yourself how you want later.
yeah. Right now, think really upsetting, like almost like cybernetic, like internal structure, but made of wood.
And you're an Adaptogen, which means you're a construct. You're a mineral intelligence. Okay,
Mhm.
and
You're a rock.
you make yourself you make way around, and you could eventually see this glowing purple blue ghost of a large ram man.
Good.
Uh,
Oh, okay. Just so you know, I'm now looking at Keepon on the dead map where I died.
Good. That's
but anyway,
fine.
go
I moved you guys there.
Cool.
Because I wasn't happy with the technical difficulties we're having on this map.
That's fair.
Okay. So, there's faint wisps of purple energy emanating from this ghostly ram man, and he has his shield and a wicked-looking sword beckoning.
Hello. I am Mimi. I awkwardly step up
You
with my
waddle up.
incorrect body.
Okay. By the way, you have equipment, right? So is it just
Yeah.
floating around you?
Yeah, because it's all made of wood.
Good.
Everything except for my explorer's pack, which is on my back, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So it's vaguely like going up and down with.
I was kind of imagining it more grown into my body a little bit, but I'll do that when I have more body to have.
Yeah. All right. The ram man walks forward in a vaguely threatening manner. What do you do? His feet make no sound as he steps towards you.
Insight check, I guess.
Okay.
I guess. I mean, I guess I can just ask first, like, can I help you?
It makes it to you and attacks you.
Cool. I mean, I don't agree that that's an action, first of all.
Okay. Walking towards you in a threatening manner. Continues. Does not respond.
I run away. I run away before he gets close.
Okay. You guys are roughly the same speed. So, yeah, you just keep running.
No? I don't know
Okay.
what's happening.
All right. So,
I guess I hit him. I don't know.
Okay.
What is the point of this?
I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. Nat 20.
A nat 20. Okay, so the ghost outstretches his shield hand towards you, and like a vase of this size projects out of his arm, and you scramble out of the way. What do you do?
Can I catch the vase without hurting myself?
You can try.
I guess I try to do that. I don't know.
Okay.
It's a ghost. I don't know how to fight a ghost.
You can catch it if you want to. Do you catch it?
Sure.
All right, you catch it, and similar purple tendrils wisp out of the vase and start to pull you into the vase.
I throw the vase at a wall. I don't know.
No, at this point you're in the vortex, and you everything goes black. Good, and then suddenly.
Okay.
Good.
And then suddenly you're walking up the stairs into a throne room, flanked on all sides by the companions that you knew during Keepon's life. And Sneak says, a Tizian with a middle-aged Tizian with a gravelly, somewhat obnoxious voice says,
Okay.
tells you how many enemies are in the throne room. You don't see the Ram Man nearby. By the way, what do you do?
Not how many people? How many people did he say? First of all,
It was 7.
I try not to fight them.
You walk up and say hello.
Not to no. No, I try to avoid them. If he says the words enemy, I know what enemy is. I have 18 intellect.
Yeah.
I know what an enemy is.
Okay. So, what is your plan for? You see another Tizian man who is younger, younger than Sneak. Is Vanarin younger than Sneak? Ian?
Yeah, probably.
Roughly the same.
Yeah, like
When
so
I
a
said
couple
middle
years
aged, I meant like not middle aged as in how human middle age is like 40 or 50.
Yeah.
I meant middle age is like actually half of his lifespan.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay,
like-
so right there.
right around the same as Vanarin.
You can see that another Tizian of similar age is eager to fight, and that there's an avian man in very like in sorcerer's robes. If you're smart, you know that they're sorcerer's robes. Who is peering out cautiously. You are
Still
muted.
want to. I mean, I still want to avoid the fight unless they're literally going to help me. So
How do you do that? How do you avoid the fight? Do you just stay in the back?
I guess I don't. I don't
Okay.
really understand what's going on.
You're going to. I'm not doing it very well. You're reliving Keepon's recent memories.
Okay. I don't want to fight. Mimi does not want to fight. Mimi
Okay.
does not care about fighting. Mimi thinks fighting is dumb.
Do you avoid? Do you try to get through the? There's an obstacle ahead of you. Do you? How do you handle this obstacle? Do you just walk downstairs and let your compatriots fight the battle for you?
I mean, I don't know these people.
Okay.
This isn't normal to me. I'm as a character, I am thoroughly confused and do not care. I just want to leave. I don't want to fight people. I don't. I just woke up. I don't care.
Okay.
I want to get out.
Okay. So
I have a
you-
tiny spindly body. I'm not even what I'm made of. I'm not even right. I
Okay.
feel wrong.
Okay. So do you just? Okay.
Like I would literally just turn around and walk away if I could.
Okay.
I do not care.
Then roll a raw d20. All right. So without your aid, the battle goes fairly well, and then the memory goes dark and comes up again, and you remember that you've been going room by room through this dwarven structure. You fought or have avoided fighting a number of enemies, and you found a pretty good amount of treasure. You're now in a room that is full of 3 mimics. You now know your compatriots a little better. You've grown more comfortable with them. What do you do to these mimics?
I mean, I guess I fight.
Okay. Do you try to outsmart the mimics?
I guess. Do I? I mean, can I roll to like know what mimics are weak to and scared of?
Yeah, roll that. Like you try to use your intellect. That's probably an Arcana check.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So you you the best you could come up with is that mimics have a hard time with doors. So there was a mimic that was in a room that could be shut off by a door. So you were able to split them off and take care of it. Vanarin is gravely wounded, but you managed to get through it. The memory then goes dark and comes back again.
Remember that time I almost died the first time?
Yeah, crits don't crit. The memory goes dark and comes up again, and you and your compatriots got in over your head and decided to flee back down the grand staircase of the dwarven of Helendriel. How do you help you and your friends escape from the marauding group of people?
I sacrifice parts of my body to throw up tripwire
Okay.
as I'm running,
All right.
having it grow into the wall.
What kind of roll would you say that is?
I don't know.
Um,
A nature check.
You're trying to make traps. Usually, I would make that a nature check. So yeah,
Cool.
that'll work.
This is something I have +2 more on,
Okay.
so 24.
Okay. You do excellently. You trip them up, and you're able to Hell's Gates this group of enemies down, as their commander fails to do anything useful.
And I perfect.
Sweet God, Luke.
I shoot that man with an arrow.
All right. The memory goes dark and comes back again. This time it's been a lot longer. You are in a camp with other sentients. You see that the dwarven man has a hat on that allows him to change shape. He doesn't seem inclined to help your party, but seems like he could be swayable. What do you do?
I try to convince him, I guess. No, I offer to build him a carriage if he helps us
Okay.
and provides me with tools. I need those.
Uh,
I can do it. I just need equipment.
Persuasion with intelligence.
Okay.
So the way we're going to do this is you're going to just roll persuasion, and we're going to modify the roll based on how different your intelligence is than your charisma.
Right. So it would be persuasion +4.
Yep. Okay.
So it would be 16.
Yeah. He smiles, and the memory fades and comes back up, and you are face to face with a ram woman that looks middle-aged except for her impossibly old eyes. She has just finished telling you that she killed Medivh. What do you do?
I know I am old enough and well versed enough in history to possibly know that story well.
Yes. What do you do?
I would like to call her out on who she is and say what I know about her, if possible.
Okay. History check.
But not in an aggressive way in any way, shape, or form. Just a hello, and like calling up her profile almost. This will also be +2. 22.
Yeah. So you call her by name. A name that I actually don't know, because she's always just been the constant. You call her by name, and she's surprised.
Wait, isn't it Ghana or something?
That's her web. It's a pseudonym.
That's a pseudonym.
Okay.
All right. You fade down, and then you are standing above the corpse of the Ram Man, right next to the prone form of the corpse, the purple ghost. Looks down at the corpse and looks at you. And if a mute ghost can look sad, it does. And proffers his sword to you. What do you do? Kneeling.
You want to help your friends. You can't. So I will for you. And I pick up the sword.
Okay. It lifts. And you get all of the XP that Keepon had. In addition, like, he was at level 3, and he had some towards level 4. You get all of that experience.
Oh.
We'll skim off the top.
I would have as dope as that feels, I would have loved to have known that ahead of time.
Well, no, it's not going to level you up.
Okay, right. Long rests and such. What XP amount is that? Do I just check keep on?
Check Keepon. Level 3 starts at 900 experience, so just whatever that is minus.
It would be
900.
315.
Yeah,
Oh wait, no, because the Keepon didn't get any of that experience.
Yeah, you didn't
What
get-
were you at?
What?
What did Keepon's character
My
sheet say?
Keepon's experience is 1215 right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
315.
you get 315.
Then,
The what
in that
now?
case,
You get 315 experience on top of your, I think it's 300 for, so you're at 615 probably.
So I'm still level 2.
You're still level
Yeah.
2, but you're
Okay. I was a little bit confused.
Yeah.
Your phrasing was a little confused me a little bit.
Yeah.
If that's the case, we might not have done experience for the last.
No, you guys
battle.
wouldn't have because you haven't done a long rest since doing all
Hmm.
those fights.
That is true. Continue.
All right. So that ends your scene, and we can finally do the fallout of this bottle of garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sneak. Your friend, your compatriot, Vanarin Blask, is on the ground. He's unconscious. But he has been stabilized by Valdir of the Blessed Tempest. By the way, Gurchin and Feathers are not actually right there. They're off map.
Oh, hello there. They're so see-through.
What is this thing here?
That is the corpse that you guys came here to look for.
Oh yeah.
I cease beating the worm.
You cease beating the worm.
Oh yeah, you were doing. Man, what a euphemism.
Yeah, haha.
Ha ha ha.
I leave the mace on the ground next to the corpse, and I will begin dragging Vanarin over towards the body of Kifon and Valdir.
Okay. It's not very far. I'll
drag
just move you. Yeah. By the way, update your health totals to what they should be. I didn't remember what they were when I swapped over the tokens.
I should still be at 0, yeah?
You should be at 0.
I am at 0 then.
All right, Vald. So, are you saying anything? Are you muttering, Sneakums?
Just sighing, just mutters like that.
Good face, Ian.
Okay, I thought it was a still image, honestly.
I thought you froze.
No, I'm dead.
But yeah, no, just imagine your friend was murdered before you.
Yeah.
That
Valdir
is-
of the Blessed Tempest, you have spared the dying of Vanarin Blask, and you have lost your stalwart companion, Keepa On. What are you doing?
Valdir is where he is on the map. He's slumped down right next to the body of Keepon, kind of over it, just wings slumped down onto the ground, and he's doing some like pretty much like rites, more or less, like religious sanctification of the body,
All right, that's awesome.
Gonna lay
doing
down.
ceremony and such. What?
Sneak's gonna lay down on his back.
But yeah, like I have little like incense and holy symbols and such. I'm
Yep.
just doing a little ceremonious shindig.
Cool.
Is he dead?
You notice in his giant hawk eyes, abnormally large tears welling up. I'm assuming avians have very large tear ducts when they have giant eyes.
I'm laying on my back, so I'm looking at you like upside down, backwards. Also crying, but upside down and backwards.
All right.
Tears go up forehead.
Vanarin
Strange
Blask,
inverse tears.
Yes.
please roll a d4 for me. All right. That's the number of hours it will take for you to wake up.
Yeah, figure.
Okay. So, you guys cry for a while.
Mhm.
And that's wonderful. Do you cry for 4 hours?
No, How long would it take to do the rites, like the whatever I was doing?
Hey, keep on. How long do funereal rites take? I guess no, Valdir. This is a question.
Yeah,
I
it
asked
depends
you.
on the god you're doing it
Yeah,
with.
how long do Zadiran funeral rites take?
I don't think they're that long.
2 hours.
Darren doesn't seem like a god who would care about like.
Not necessarily a god that doesn't care, but like a god that probably has a lot of warriors that follow her. So like death is more a
Yeah, she wouldn't let death weigh her down.
That's
yeah,
what
exactly. So it's more of like a this is important, but we need to move on. This was expected. Like this is what we have to expect going into this sort of thing. So kind of just like a quick like burning of incense, probably a couple passages, and then a burning. As long as Keepon was okay with that.
Do you burn the body?
We would get the item, like the legendary items off of them, probably.
Oh yeah.
Very honestly,
Loot the corpse. Burn the corpse.
Yeah, no, I don't actually think Capricians burn bodies. I don't think that's the thing they do.
Okay, Valdir would try to be as sensitive as possible to that culture as he would understand it. Do you want me to make some?
Not that I'm advocating body burning, but what does Dar want? Do you think?
Dar. Okay. So the Capricians and their gods believe that it's not like heresy to burn a body, but like basically it's easy. It's quote unquote easier to connect with the like still connect to the real world and the dream at the same time, even after you die. If there's a body, that's the idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we bury him? Oh, no, I'm not part of this.
Capricians basically like having anchors.
Real quick, what level?
In that case,
spell,
I dig a grave.
What level spell is Gentle Repose?
5th?
I don't know.
5th is where you start getting to resurrection.
Maybe maybe I'm wrong. I mean,
2nd level necromancy.
oh, okay.
Okay. Is that something that celestial sorcerers get access to? Gentle Repose?
No.
Okay.
It's cleric, grave cleric, druid, druid spores specifically, and wizard.
Cleric and wizard. Yeah.
Okay.
That means I could get it. Haha.
It does. Oh yeah, celestial sorcerers, right? Celestial sorcerer has a whole cleric list. I forgot.
That's not. Are you guys trying to say divine soul?
A gentle repose is a spell that prevents
You touch
No,
a
I'm-
corpse or other remains for the duration.
You're saying
of the target.
celestial sorcerer. That's
Yes.
That's not what I am.
divine
Oh,
soul.
you're a
right.
divine soul sorcerer. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, so you dig a grave. Please.
So
roll.
yes, so yes, theoretically, Alex could have gentle repose.
Yeah. Anyways.
Would you
But
please
yeah.
roll an athletics check, unless you're going to figure out how to cast Gentle Repose on this corpse and keep it around?
I don't really
Okay.
have a way of.
All right.
So.
Roll that dig a grave check.
Yeah. Athletics, you said?
Yeah.
I'll assist. That man.
Alright. It takes. This isn't about. You did not fail to dig a grave.
Yeah. I would hope not.
Please roll a d4.
4.
One.
Fun!
No, that's good, Alex. For you.
It takes you an hour to dig a grave suitable to keep on.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Explain to me how you did like a 10-foot grave.
Keep on's a big man.
I'm a big boy.
With determination.
By the
You're
way,
so-
do you have a shovel or are you using your hands?
I'm using a mixture of. I don't have. Oh no, I don't have.
He got Keep on's shield and strapped a stick to it.
That might be real, actually.
That would work.
Yeah, no, honestly.
It's a kite shield.
Yeah, oh yeah, especially if it was a kite shield, I would absolutely be using that to like.
It's quite large, yeah.
like one giant two-handed just shovel blade.
Keep on would approve of this.
I'm gonna bury you with it, so.
Yeah, don't forget to loot my body of magical items.
Mm. Oh yeah, you're not getting buried with the boots in the bag. Does anyone want the sword, by the way?
Which, actually, yes.
Please take it, Vanarin.
Sword still on the body.
Or would you rather the sword, or would Sneak rather take the sword and give you the
Boots.
paladin mace? Because either one of those sounds good in my mind.
No, because of previous events, is the sword still on the body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maxwell.
Yes.
Okay. No, I don't want it. I was just wondering because of the scene.
That was in the dream.
I mean, Sneak would have no way of
What?
knowing. That's
It-
just
Yeah, it was definitely more of a ceremonial picking up the sword.
What are all the items? I know he's got the boots,
The boots, the bag, and the
sword.
sword.
The bag
Doesn't
is
he
the
have-
one. The bag is the one I request.
Don't
would
you
like-
have the
would
hat
like-
still?
Nope.
No.
I gave it to the dwarf
The
as a
dwarf.
trade for letting us travel with his group.
That's
Mhm.
right.
The boots, the bag, and the sword.
Keep on eating eating shit basically.
Do we give the boots to Sneak and make him super OP? So you roll at advantage with stealth every time.
It also wouldn't be a bad idea to give it to the paladin just in case you guys do group stealth or we do group stealth
Yeah.
checks.
I'm dead, so I can't make decisions.
I mean,
Yeah.
you
I
know,
just would like the
you're a
bag. The only thing
player,
I
you
want is the
can-
bag.
You can do.
It makes me
stuff.
happy.
Yeah, Valdir doesn't want any of them, so he just sets them aside.
Yeah, we'll just set him aside for now. I'm not really Sneak's not in the mood to divvy up magical
Yeah.
items.
I think once we're done with the grave, probably just try to set up for a while. I mean, we're not in any real position to move forward.
Hey
guys go-
GM,
Yeah.
where's the group of cowards?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was about to
They,
ask.
after about an hour, they, you hear the heavy beat of wings.
Feathers.
Oh no, that's wrong, incorrect. Yeah, you,
Feathers better feel bad.
you feel the heavy beat of wings and
Han was in love with her.
very
Oh.
sad.
Mhm.
And Feathers, her massive bulk,
Get my Olmore.
sees you digging a grave and comes down.
Digging a grave with a giant kite shield, specifically the size of one man in our group.
And she touches down and says, "What happened?"
He just looks up at her and then looks back down. Doesn't really have any words to her at this moment, especially, as someone who could have maybe come along and made sure he didn't die.
For the purposes of what's happening now, Sneak has gathered up the snake creatures and he's beating them against the rocks and throwing them down into the cave. So he's not near the.
I thought you were helping me dig this grave.
I'm trying. Okay, in the process of cleaning the area and helping you dig the grave, I'm throwing the creatures and cleaning
Okay.
as well as helping dig the grave.
I hope Sneak knows Keepon enjoyed him as much as he enjoyed him. I hope he knows that it was mutual.
But just so we're clear, I'm not over there at this moment while you meet Feathers.
Okay.
Do you don't say anything? Are you trying to say something with your eyes?
Yeah, just kind of like a please, not right now. And then I might even motion over. I'm assuming Keepon's body is still above ground if I'm still digging the grave.
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, just head motion.
She
Keep silent digging at this grave.
She looks and does an indication of grief. I'm not sure if a woman with a big old beak would put her hand over her mouth. She does a religious sign of Zadira and says, "May Zadira carry him to the promised land." Her eyes harden and she flies away. And you can see, if you're perceptive, you might see something if you care.
Not really.
Okay.
My passive perception is 13, if that would catch it. But
Like,
even-
no.
She was fumbling with her possessions. Perhaps, either pulling something out of a bag, or maybe loosening her maul from her back, or something like that.
That's a little bit suspicious, so I think I actually will
Okay, yeah.
roll to perceive that. Okay, well,
Well, you
Okay.
actually look, so it's much easier. You actually look, and if you watch her, as she goes, she is now flying with her maul in her hands.
Oh, is she somewhat? Does she have 4 wings?
No.
Full body
her,
bird implies arm wings.
her arms are not wings. She's Garudamon.
Okay. Oh, right. She's just Garuda. I forgot.
Yeah.
Got it.
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna roll some things.
What is
You
Are we gonna come back to an entire live camp full of friends?
probably 10 minutes later, you hear yelling.
Good. In
Oh,
the direction that she
shit.
flew? Was it in the direction that she flew?
Yes, not like battle yelling, but like loud arguing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But she deserves better. I loved her.
Feathers is good.
She's a good large woman.
We'll say Sneak is still
Okay.
upset and
Max-
digging.
Maxwell, what happened?
I just gave somebody a charisma saving throw, and things went well badly.
Jojo, you see you're still doing stuff?
Furiously digging the grave, so I don't notice the yelling.
Yeah. Well, at this point, it's been a little bit over an hour, so Keepon's probably in the grave. Yeah.
Yep.
10 minutes pass and we hear yelling, so at this point we're probably still digging.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you said you came by an hour later, but never mind.
Oh well, then yeah, maybe. Or I'm helping. We're doing something actively for the
Yeah.
corpse, so I'm not listening to the arguing I hear.
Can I at all make out what they're saying from this
No,
distance?
Not even close.
Okay.
But it goes on for like 5 minutes, and then it stops, and then 20 minutes later, if you don't do anything in that,
No.
you hear the flapping of wings again.
Okay.
And she touches down and says, she unclasps her maul. She was still carrying it, so she puts her maul to the ground with a heavy thud, and kneels down and says, "This happened because of my negligence." No, that's not a word she would use. This happened because I was a coward, and because I gave loyalty to those who did not deserve it. I cannot replace him, but if you would have me, I will follow you.
Not listening.
Valdir looks up at her and nods and says, I think he would have given his life for you to get out of there anyways. He would have been fine with this.
Luke, you're muted.
Could I have played Feathers?
Not until this moment.
Cool.
I'm assuming this only happened because of that failed charisma check.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, Gurchin crit his charisma saving throw, in which case his cowardly nature prevailed.
Oh.
So he was like.
So he just is nah.
Yeah. So Gurchin, just to let you know, Gurchin, you can ask Feathers this, and she'll tell you. Gurchin was like, "Oh, he died. We're leaving."
Of course.
Wait,
Not a single one of them died. We're gone.
Yeah.
wait, they're all leaving? All of them?
T went with him. Grist seemed conflicted.
Oh god, I'm so mad and sad.
You can still catch him.
Mm-hmm.
You could still catch him, Jojo.
I'm gonna
No,
pull off my bandana, throw it on the ground, and run in that direction.
Okay, go.
Yes.
Run,
Valdir
Go here,
is
man.
behind him.
go find him.
100%.
Okay,
We're going.
so you run in the direction. that you
My
want.
intelligence is 9 again.
What is
You
Feather?
you pulled off the headband of intellect.
Yep,
Yes.
I threw it on the ground.
Okay.
Does Feathers do anything when she's alone with my grave? Out of curiosity.
Well, she says a more in-depth prayer.
Cool. I'm fine with that. Just something.
Yeah, we ask her to look over our unconscious and dead friends while we run off to do.
What is a reasonable Aarakocra she can be?
Yeah, I was about to ask, can she roll to maybe pick up that headband?
The most powerful Aarakocra in my pool of dudes. Oh, I lied. Okay, so she can possibly be a cool Aarakocra. All right. Anyway. Who's doing something? Sorry.
I'm
I was
traveling.
Oh yeah.
running, running
Sneak.
to Grist.
You can make it back to where is waiting. Is Grist still waiting?
If they've
Roll
already
those dice, baby.
Sounds like
if
a
they've
roll.
already started heading out, I will say I would have been like Valdir would have flown there, and he does have twice the movement of a normal being when he's flying.
Okay, I'll give him disadvantage.
We would know. We will find him.
Flies at Mach 1.
The breaking of the sound barrier deafens Sneak forever.
Okay. And a success
Cool.
here was
Also,
Actually, here-
also catches the attention of the Nightmare Drake.
Max, we can't hear anything you said.
no. I'm thinking about what the meaning of this roll is because
Oh, gotcha.
he rolled well, but
You're wondering if he's rolling to like it's
Yeah.
a failure would be to stay, or
see, because he's a Tizian and he's a Tizian's Tizian. I don't know if you guys picked that up.
how would his
Like,
bond with Gurchin? How strong would
is
that
it?
be?
He's a Tizian's Tizian, so a save on this would be family, and family means
Yes.
Tizians.
Exactly,
Okay.
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, he's Valdir. You get there ahead of him, and Grist is there. And by the way, because Sneak's a rogue, he's as fast as you, or almost as fast as you.
That's
Valdir.
amazing.
Almost as fast because Valdir can move
Ninja
and then
runs.
dash. And that's
He's
either
not runs.
120 or 100. I forget what your movement speed is.
You monster.
120.
Yeah, so you're still like 30 feet faster
Yeah.
than me.
So, but
Mm-hmm.
but like, whoa.
Cool.
Okay.
That's the case that I would keep pace with him. I don't want to get there like way before him necessarily.
By the way,
It's our mission.
like quick aside, I was thinking of nerfing that down to 50 feet.
Okay.
Is that reasonable? Are you gonna hate me if I do that?
What was it before?
No, really? 60? 60 specifically while wearing light armor, and then for medium it was less, and then for heavy you had to get the different perk for it.
Right.
But not necessarily think
Let's
so.
see if 50 still feels really good, and we can bump
Okay.
it back up if we do.
I'm sure it will.
And if you literally die because it's 50, not 60, maybe we can be generous with you. Maybe.
I think we'll be fine. There's a lot of times where I just kind of feel like I'm heaping extra movement onto things because I have it.
Okay.
So, like, 50 should be fine.
Reasonable. Okay, so anyway, Grist. So retcon, he's 100 feet faster than you, not 30 feet faster than, or he's 10 feet faster than you.
Yeah. But, wow.
Teleporting at that point.
So
Instant transmission.
you get there,
Uh-huh.
and Grist is seated at a rock, on a rock, and he's repairing an arrow. He doesn't necessarily say anything to you, Valdir, if you get there. When you get there, unless you talk to him, and you probably have like 2 rounds before Sneak gets here. Do you do anything in 12 seconds?
Well, they're planning on leaving, right?
Gurchin and T are nowhere to be seen.
Oh, Gurchin's the one that Valdir wants to find specifically.
Okay, so you keep going.
Yeah, I want to have a word with Gurchin.
Okay, roll survival, please.
So instead of stopping at Grits, he just zooms past him.
What is happening?
Okay.
Ah.
Well,
Wait a minute.
now roll perception, please, with advantage. Because do you have eyes?
Woo!
Wait,
Not 20, so.
do you have eyes?
I have hawk eyes, not eagle eyes.
So do you have advantage on perception checks made with your eyes?
No, I have the one that gives me nature proficiency, I think, something like that.
Okay. So maybe I shouldn't have given you, but no, there are no trees. You're a bird. You're high in the air. You can see two people. Yeah, so you see him. You go to him.
And they're heading away. They're obviously just leaving.
Yeah, they're headed back the way that they said they were going to go in the first place.
Yeah, I swoop down to in front of them, turning around to face them.
Okay. I presume you hail them before you make a beeline.
Yeah. No, I just land in front of Gurchin, probably like 15 feet.
Superhero landing. Whoosh.
Whew, wings
Does-
drape down.
Does T throw rocks at you?
What?
Does T throw rocks at you? You're a random bird man flying in the sky targeting them, and he doesn't know who you are yet. He might just throw rocks.
Yeah.
Okay.
You land and you startle the ever-loving crap out of T. The only way you can see this is he drops all his rocks.
Mhm.
And Gurchin is knocked on his butt. What do you do?
I walk up to him, I stand over him, and I hold out my hand, obviously not in a way to try to help him up, but rather like,
What is it?
no, like, it almost looks like it, but if he reached for it, I'd hold it back a little bit and explain by saying pretty much, the hat, give it to me. Keepon gave you that because he cared a little bit more than you do, apparently. If you're gonna leave, you can, but give me that hat.
Roll persuasion.
Why and how? How and why and how?
Hold on. That's been 11, 13, and 12.
I don't want to talk about all the weird shenanigans that are happening. It's too much.
This is a cursed adventure.
All right.
No shitty.
I take it you don't have inspiration?
I don't believe I have inspiration. Let me check. I have it. I have it marked. Oh wait, yeah, no, I did get inspiration. I have inspiration. I don't know if I would have used it.
He could just literally roll again at Maxwell.
I will. This is the last time you're allowed to use inspiration retroactively, because I don't.
I mean, do you want me to use it like inspiration usually is, where I just roll again and we use the fresh die result there? I'm fine with that.
No, because I like the double mode. So
Okay.
you can just have this crit.
Okay.
But pick your.
I took away inspiration.
Okay. So yeah, he looks at you, and there is roll an insight check for me.
Okay.
Okay, look. Moving on.
I like the teens. I like hanging out. It's fine.
This just in, Alex likes preteens.
Just
Yeah. Oh.
I'm leaving this. I'm leaving the stream. Boys.
I said
Bye.
12. Ah, you're 12. Ooh, yeah. Pass
Ooh.
on
That's some risky stuff right there.
that. All right, moving on.
Moving on.
20 years from now.
Insight.
Ooh.
Thank you. Okay. There's honest sadness in his eyes. You can't really get much more than that, but like he's sad.
Yeah.
And he
Good.
takes the hat off of his head and hands it to you.
I hold it, or I grab it in my hands.
And he says,
Put a little pout.
for what it's worth, I liked him, but I got to protect mine.
I understand. Goodbye. Flightway.
All right, Sneak. Grist is seated on a rock, fixing an arrow. What do you do?
Shit. I didn't expect him to be here. I was just running. I mean, I wanted to catch him, but I didn't think he... Hey! You!
Hey, you waiting?
Hey there,
What are you sitting there for?
waiting for you, I guess.
Oh, that's...
Where'd your headpiece go?
Oh, wow. I can't decide if I did that because I was dumb or because I was smart. It's on the ground. What's that question supposed to mean?
I was just curious.
I'm confused. I should have kept it on.
Maybe. Did you tell him what it did?
No.
Okay.
I did. He caught me right after I'd put it on, so he's only gotten the better version of Sneak.
Okay.
But Sneak is reverting now. It's kind of like when you take an antidepressant and it takes a little bit for you to get a little better, and now I'm in the middle of the toilet getting clogged, and I'm just like...
Are we flowers for Algernonning here?
Okay, buddy.
Oh.
Okay.
Why is
yeah,
that? Why
yeah,
did that get a
sort of.
woo out of you guys?
Because that's sad.
Yeah,
Sad story, dude.
It is a sad story.
he's gonna die.
But yes, we are, essentially. It's not that bad, but it's similar.
Yeah. Let me talk.
Yeah, go ahead. Shit.
There aren't many Tizians left that aren't. Not many living. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It felt wrong to go off without at least saying goodbye. As far as I understand it, Gurchin probably needs my help more than you guys do. But I wanted to let you know a couple things. One, Gababa is still alive. Like, the current Gababa is still alive. The Zisk family, they're keeping her safe. We were trying to hold out until we didn't know for what. But if you see them, know that they're family. And two, what was your name again?
Come on! They call me Sneak.
They call you Sneak, but that's not who you are.
I call me Sneak.
All right.
What's yours, smart guy?
Well, I'm Grist Krug.
Whew.
Just, oof.
As pale as a Tizian's face can go.
Yeah. He holds up his hand. He holds up his hand again. You don't need to tell me the whole story. But you looked like my granddad.
I might have known him. Or something.
All right.
Heavily leans on the or something.
You know.
He is dumb again.
All right. I said my piece. I hope I see you again. Before.
Give me a minute. I gotta roll something.
Woohoo!
You know what? I'm gonna run up and hug him.
Okay.
Aw. Yeah, sneak up and hug him.
Yeah, I get that you're not as smart as me. I understand. I'm very smart. But if we don't see each other again in this timeline, this area we're in now, come up and see me sometime. Whenever we're when we're dead, you know.
I understand. See you in the dream. Kid, that doesn't seem right anymore.
See you later. Bye. And I'm gonna wait.
I?
I love what a mess Sneak is. He's a mess, and I love him.
He's walking away.
Yeah, and Valdir, as you're flying back, you see Grist walking the path, clearly tracking the really obvious trail of Gurchin.
I wave.
Okay, he gives you a...
Because Rangers.
Because Rangers.
Mhm.
All right. Cool. That was fun and emotional.
I also, when I catch up to Sneak on the way back to camp, I ask what he and Grist talked about.
We had a bet.
Do you have the headband back on?
No, it's on the ground next to Keepon's corpse.
Bun's dead hand slowly reaches up and takes it. Pulls it back underground.
So, okay. It's been probably 2 hours. Do you just do a small funeral for Keepa-on? You already did it, but like, do you bury him?
Yeah, I already did my rites, but upon like piling the last dirt over his corpse, we'd probably have some words.
And I will say you would also probably know as Keepon's allies and friends that he would care more about you keeping up with other Ram woman than spending time crying over him.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, a small addition to Mimi's intro. The Constant talked to you about the mission that.
Yeah, no, I assume Mimi knew that Keepon's dying wish was at the very least to succeed at this mission.
Yeah. Okay. So you say some words. You pile the dirt on Keepon. Do you look at this corpse at all?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm unconscious.
It's been about 3 hours, so not too much longer, buddy.
Poor Banner hasn't even gotten to be a person
Okay.
yet.
Could somebody roll me a d10 and tell me the result?
1.
Yeah. This person's a skeleton.
Oh.
And they have an oiled, like almost parchment sack, it's a parcel, a large parcel, and use something that was preserved and would last this long, and you cut it open, and it's just money and gems.
Oh.
Do you take the gems? Do you leave the whole thing? What do you do?
I leave it.
Okay.
I know.
There too.
None of them catch my particular. None of it looks out of the ordinary. Rather.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the gems glint up at you.
Hey, Valdir and Maxwell, you can say no on this. Rummaging through my body, you would have also found a scroll of blindness, deafness.
This is true.
That only you can use. So.
Thank you for telling me that exists.
Okay. Cool. You also, Valdir, while you're rummaging through the skeleton, could you roll for me a perception check to see what you hear?
Yeah, boy. 22.
Yeah. You can hear, with a 22, you get it. You get it. You can hear from inside the cave. You hear the slidey, frictional sound of these worms going back and forth. And then you can also hear one that sounds, at least one that sounds much bigger. echoing from inside the cave.
Okay. Cool.
It seems, based on your perception check, that there's like a colony of them in there.
Disturbing.
Yeah. Okay. Do you perchance do anything with that information?
I relay this information to my good friend Sneak, and around what time of day is it right now?
It was getting towards the end of day, so yeah, you're getting really close to long rest time.
Cool. Yeah, I relay that to Sneak, and I ask if he, ask in a very, I'm assuming the answer is yes, if he wants to set up for the night and try to get some good rest.
Here?
I mean, probably pull back a little bit, but I mean, we need to get. We're hanging on, my guy.
Why, this spot seems fine.
I'd want to
Put the headband back on.
get. The,
Oh, the headband's on. I just don't know about the worms.
yeah, I'd want to. I mean, no, I just told you about
Okay.
that.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
would
like
want to get
shit.
back to
Let's
the
get outta
tree
here.
line. I would
Let's
want to
get-
back up.
Oh, let's
Also-
back up a bit.
I'm sure Feathers would have something to say.
Mimi, would you please roll a d6?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
What was that thing Maxwell said earlier?
Sex.
Oh, rock on.
Okay, so do you guys wait for Vanarin to wake up, or do you have Feathers pick him up?
Hey, big
I-
one.
Mm-hmm. The latter.
You don't look, I know you might be pretty strong, but you're probably nothing compared to my dead friend. Wow. Yeah, I'm sad again. Can you pick up Vanarin?
She,
You know, in this we always get
Buddy.
piggyback rides for all the Tizians from the Ram, so that's on you now.
yeah.
That's on you now.
Sneak, could you roll a persuasion check?
Really? Oh no.
Can you have advantage using the memory of keep on?
I want to see the result first.
Woo! Crit.
You what?
Did you roll?
23.
I don't
Did
see
you
it.
roll?
I don't.
I
see
did
it.
roll. That's very strange.
Hi,
Oh,
there
Hey,
it is.
there it is.
Okay, yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so yeah, Feathers nods like that makes sense to me, and pulls up Vanarin, puts him on her shoulder, says, "We need to find somewhere safe."
Yep. You know anywhere? This whole place kind of sucks, so...
She says, "Grist always found the good camps."
Yeah, I bet he did. It's in his blood. Good man. I like that guy. Hey, on an unrelated note, I'm gonna go look for a camp.
I swear to God.
S tier acting.
Triple S.
So how do I do that?
That's a nature check.
Okay.
Woo! Oh, Jojo, I appreciate you.
What?
Amazing.
What is
Secret guy.
happening?
Empower!
You are doubling my rolls, Jojo.
Wait a minute. I rolled a 20 and a 19.
You are doubling my rolls.
All right, all right, Sneak. Tell me about this extremely safe and good camp you find.
I find a lean-to that someone else has created where it's like a cave, but it leads down into just an alcove, and there's even a makeshift wooden door. There's even a porch of tiny twigs that have been built up. So there's a little like shack type into like a rock on the other side of this mountainous area.
Sneak
Two
learned
small
astral
rocking chairs
conjuring.
and a checkerboard lay outside.
Sneak learned
And a
astral
tie-us ring.
conjuring while no one was looking.
No, I mean
I like it,
I'll
Ian.
allow it.
I like it, Ian. He just learns to make it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll allow it. That makes sense to me. I think,
Uh-huh.
in fact, Feathers is like, I remember this place. I think Grist found this place one time, too.
Here, you jerk it.
Mimi is churning ahead.
On crits, like reality bending magic can happen.
I love crits. I love actually using crits.
Crit fails are not fun, but
I think crits fails are fun if you use them properly. I think killing a player for a crit fail is stupid.
dude, save or die stuff from olden times, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's just not fun.
Hey,
Okay. All right.
we're in a honeycomb, boys.
So I think you satisfactorily make it here. You know that you want to make it here. Okay, so I presume, Vanarin, you wake up. What do you do? Yeah, no, hang on. Don't do that.
I'm about to say, I don't sleep. Can I just keep going through the night?
Oh, no.
That's
you,
dangerous.
that 6 for you is when you arrive.
Is that as late as possible?
Yes.
Of course.
So, Vanarin.
I don't like the green number being bad. It makes me upset.
It betrayed you, Luke.
What?
The green has betrayed you.
Dearest Vanarin, you wake up in a lean-to with a fire going. Luke, you have a thing?
Well, I'm just saying, if I was going to travel, I feel like it's an actual roll that's made, not just a D6 that's rolled. Is all.
No,
I have.
You are traveling supernaturally.
Okay. Never mind. I'm done. You're good. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
you couldn't let me have my big reveal, could you?
No.
Anyway, Banner, you wake up. Do you wake up in a start, or do you just open your eyes, or what?
Open my eyes and just kind of look around, you know.
Yeah, you're in a like a rather comfortable little inn building, like a pseudo building, dirt floor, bedroll, fire.
Okay.
Like I think you're comfortable for the first, like you're physically comfortable for the first time since you got out of the pod.
I mean, I'm probably still in immense pain from like wounds and junk.
Yeah, but you could be physically comfortable.
Yeah. So, do I see anybody, or like, are they all huddled around the fire?
Keep on.
That's gonna. I still don't know.
Nope.
I went down at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Sneak, are you like establishing the perimeter, or are you just?
I'm gonna make sure it's well hidden.
Okay, it is.
Yes.
But yeah, you do that. So, yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna whittle a little bit when I get back in.
Okay, Valdir, are you at the fire when Vanarin?
Yeah, I think, especially since it's been long enough that he's probably coming around soon, I think Valdir's literally like waiting for Vanarin to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Especially having realized that Vanarin does not know that his friend is dead.
Okay.
He's sitting by him holding the.
Yeah,
That's
so
all.
I'm probably just like stretched out on a bedroll, right? And like
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that like hospital wake up where I like kind of just look around and stuff, like all groggy. And then I'll see Valdir. And I'll go, Valdir, how long have I been out?
Approximately 4 hours, but it feels like days.
Where are we? Where is everybody else?
The two of us, we're safe. Sneak is around here.
By the way, Feathers is here, I think.
Yeah, Feathers has accompanied us. And voice starts breaking it, trying to say keep on, grips the blade in his hand, just kind of presents you the blade. I think he would have wanted you to have this.
Oh. Damn worms.
There's a whole cave of them there. We plan on resting and going back to finish the job.
Where's the dwarf and the Tizian?
They were cowards. They ran. They heard there was danger and they decided it wasn't worth it.
I'm gonna go back to sleep if I can.
Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Do you take the sword?
No, because I'm like, I'm probably have a gaping wound on my arm. I don't know.
This is
You're-
true.
You're a Dungeons and
Lay it
Dragons.
down next to you.
You're a
I'm a
Dungeons and
Dungeons-
Dragons character, which means
No, I must be weak in this environment.
Okay.
This is not a power fantasy.
All right.
I'm kidding. But yeah, I guess I'll take it. I'll prop myself up and go to sleep that way.
Okay.
Like with the sword next to me.
Okay. Okay.
Sad
Cool.
days. boys.
So you guys just do a long rest?
yeah,
Okay.
I
So
need the hit points.
I have changed the dream rules. So I'm gonna post something in the Discord. So when you dream, you have 3 things you can do instead of being able to do all the things in one go.
Nice.
So yeah. Does somebody wish to dream and tell me what's going on?
I'm teleporting, right?
Yes.
Cool.
You can. You. By the way, you got inspiration from your last dream,
Okay.
and I think like the rest of this dream, in transit, you're doing the assimilation of Keep-On's memories.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what your dream move is this time.
Okay.
Okay. By the way, if it's not obvious, the avian dream move is
Mhm.
is the change the stat point.
Yeah.
And
Had a feeling.
for Tizians, you're asking the ancestors a question is the Tizian dream move. Okay. So
What is an
once-
Adaptican's dream move?
The Adaptican's dream move is going
Find
to
someone?
is going to have the ability to find somebody specific.
Good. That's what I was hoping for.
By the way, just to get your guys's juices flowing for possible characters in the future, I have the dwarf's dream move. We're not going to talk about it.
Oh. Oh. I like that.
Interesting.
Okay, so who
I
does-
think Valdir's just kind of gonna float adrift in the dream space.
Okay, what do you dream about?
I don't know. He's not in a great mood, is the thing.
What's going to inspire Valdir right now? What does the dream show him?
I think the dream shows him like kind of what he needs to see. He's kind of feeling down, and Keep-On was like obviously a very powerful member of the group who died, but you know, Valdir is also the descendant of a god. So I think he dreams very like scenes of like godly power, very like tremendous storms, heavy winds.
By the way, you asked me what you would call Zadira.
Mm-hmm.
You could call her something like mother or grandmother or something like that, and that you would not be incorrect.
Okay, something matriarchal.
Okay, so yeah, please take inspiration, my dude.
Okay.
So you dream of lightning and of wind and of crashing waves.
Just of the storm.
Yeah. All right. By the way, who takes the first watch? I'm guessing it's not Vanarin or Voldir.
Feathers.
Is it Feathers?
Could be Feathers.
She didn't fight. She's least tired.
Sneak. It's up to you to decide whether or not you want. I cannot hear.
You're very quiet, Jojo.
Did that do anything?
It did it.
Yep.
Hi.
Okay, that's so weird how it does that. I do want to have a dream sequence, so.
So you're gonna float adrift?
Or are you gonna?
No, I wanted to see the council.
Ah, so you're gonna use your special race dream move.
Yep.
Okay, so you come before you dream your way into the Tizian Enclave, and you make your way to the Council of Gababa, and you come before them. They're usually pretty busy, so I guess I think you should roll your charisma check now, and see how this goes. Oh boy!
Are you kidding me? Oh, God.
Uh,
I'm a guide.
if he's going to see the council, can I come with him? Because that's what I wanted to do.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So you're next to Sneak, and somehow Sneak greases the right palms to get to butt his way into the Council of Gababa's meeting chamber.
Do I need to do that?
No, you're just like, I'm with him, and he. How do you do it, Sneak? Tell me how this happens.
It's. So, in the dream, are we able to give off a presence that we do not normally show in physical life?
Do you mean, can you disguise yourself?
No, I mean, would they be able to feel your emotions?
Yes.
He is so from another block down, you can feel the grief emanating off of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So as he approaches people, they're like, ah, shit. and as he comes up, he's like, just move. And they're like, yeah.
Yeah, you're obviously walking down the avenue because this is vaguely paved. It's like a city. It's a small city.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even a large city, given how many Tizians have died. Anyway, so you're clearly making your way to the Hall of Gababa, and people are like, "Okay, well, he needs to have a talking to." So yeah, you make your way to the council. What do you do, my guy? What do you ask?
This is another situation where I didn't think I'd get this far. Where's my family?
That's what you ask?
Yep.
The Council of Gababa? They're like, the oldest one says, the Krug family has made their home in the lower district.
I just haven't seen them in a long time, so I didn't know if they'd still be there.
She narrows her eyes and says, "We don't go anywhere."
I guess that's fair.
The nightmare dispersed us, but it didn't take but 100 years to get everyone back together.
That's all.
Who's still alive out of my family, I guess? I know, Vanarin, put your hands over your ears. You doing it?
You have family?
Shut up! Shut up! No, it's fine. I guess you can know. Take your hands down. I said take your hands down. I'm gonna push your hands off your ears.
I already did. Calm down. Goodness.
Oh
yeah, I'm sad. Never mind.
So I know that one guy I just met's still alive. Sorry, memories flashing back. Grist.
Who? Grist?
Grist is still alive. But what about the rest of my family?
He's related to you?
Later. We'll talk about it later when we're both awake.
Gababa they all get solemn. And unfortunately, Grist Krug is the last one.
and I let him walk away.
Well, we can't really see those who are in where you came from, the
Yeah.
dream machine. It could be there was another Krug in there. There we go.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. For some reason, I feel like we weren't important enough.
they there's kind of a hive-mindedness to the Gababas because they all shared a piece of their soul together. So like they do a lot of things in one go. So they say, now Snake, you're doing the most important job of any Tizian ever.
Ooh.
You're,
Yeah,
you're
I'm gonna leave on that one.
like just very matter of fact.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around, put my hand on Varen's shoulder. Yeah, you talk to him about something less depressing, and I'm gonna, dream my way out.
I don't know if I've got that.
Oh.
Sneak, you can go see your family. Like you have time.
Okay, so as a player, I will not because I want Luke to play. As Sneak, he would love to, but I'm not gonna do it right now.
Well, no. You can. What I'm saying is we don't need to make a scene out of it. You can go see them.
I will walk by, use my stealthiness to have them not recognize me and look in through the window.
Cool. They are having Tizian good times in the dream.
Doing
Cry
one of
out.
them,
You just
one of
cry.
them Christmas carols.
Cry astral tears and dream away.
Yeah. All right, Vanner and Blast.
To dream
please.
away.
You are additionally dreaming to use your thing, your ask ancestor.
Yeah. I don't really have a question though.
Okay. Roll.
So like in character, I'll say that, but in more Vanarin terms, like, oh Gababas, I came here just to see you, I suppose. I don't have a question, I just want something. I don't know, reassurance, guidance. Just I was awake for about 5 minutes before from a dreamless sleep, and now here I am dreaming, and I got hit with something. This is where I came. Sorry if I'm wasting your time.
Roll a charisma check. I can't remember if I made this a.
Ooh!
Huh.
You are wasting our time.
Oh my god!
Huh.
Double crit fail.
I'll just
Huh.
okay. No, Vanarin is now dead. He's gone. This takes away everything.
It's over.
All right, so
It's like
Okay.
you disappoint us, Vanarin, and then
No,
I
no.
get Thanos snap.
no. It's
Just kidding.
They comfort you.
Good God.
I think they actually come down from their chairs, like they're up on a raised.
I
thing.
think that crit fail means that like nothing that they're about to do will work.
Well,
Maybe.
they're comforting you, but they're telling you nothing. Like it's when they're like, "Oh, Vanarin, you just gotta do your best. You just gotta trust your instincts and get back out there, Tiger."
It's okay, sweetie. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Ugh.
It just makes me feel worse.
PlayStation.
that's fine. They
They're
give
treating
you-
me like a kid that just didn't do anything right. I think.
When you get Gababa splained.
Uh-huh.
They're doing their best. Maybe one of them understands what's going on, but she can't be heard over the din of 5 other grandmas.
A cookie.
All right, so Mimi, you crash land towards the end of the first watch. So,
Crash land?
yeah.
Okay.
You let me paint the picture. Feathers is seated on the porch.
Oh, poor Feathers.
Is seated on the porch, and 20 or so feet from her, there's a streak of a lighter blackness against the night, and there's a crash, and like a crater of dirt gets thrown up. Like, and she immediately pulls out her maul. And Mimi, you go from that taking up the spiritual sword of Keepa on and are immediately thrust out into the real world. You're standing in a cloud of dust. At your feet is the vase, basically, that sucked you in. You hear the crunching of feet on grass. What do you do?
Do I see feathers?
No, yeah, you don't.
Can I?
Like you've one moment to play. Like, this is a player character knowledge thing. You can do one thing as Mimi to introduce yourself to Feathers in a way that Mimi doesn't understand that he's introducing himself to a character.
What?
Yeah, I didn't understand.
That doesn't
at
make
all.
any sense.
What
Why
is
would
that?
I ever do that?
You
Why,
hear
why would Mimi introduce herself to nothing?
No. It's not like, hi, my name is Mimi. You have the opportunity to do one thing that...
Just do a Mimi by herself doing something. A little Mimiism.
Yeah. Like, do you pick up the vase and say, huh? Do you, like, pretend to lick your finger and be like, oh, the wind is strange? Do you go, halt, who goes there, to the footsteps walking your way?
I don't know. I guess I hear the crunching and I turn and say, hello. I don't... Yeah, I am...
You go...
I'm model designation M-11-I. Mimi.
Okay.
Holding the vase up. Just holding it. I'm not necessarily giving it to them.
Yeah. So the dust clears and you're just holding the vessel of the dream machine.
Also, are there trees and roots around me?
Yes.
I am passively pulling as many in as you'll let.
Oh, okay.
Not quickly, just there. If she were to like really hone in her senses, she might notice the like slow crawl of roots underground.
What's your strength score?
14.
It's 14.
So 2. So 2 plus 2.
Strong child.
So
Yeah. 100 pounds of wood.
okay, roll a d100 for me.
Interesting.
2 pounds of wood.
Yeah. So, wow.
You got last time, buddy.
Yeah.
You pull in 55 pounds of wood. One
Nice,
AC,
alright.
1 AC worth of wood. Okay.
What's your
Also,
current AC with that?
11 now. Yeah, Max, we need to talk about how ACs work for adaptants. It's not good.
We'll see. All right. Okay, so you, Feathers sees that you're clearly an adapticant. She's worked with an adapticant before, and says, "I'm Feathers. You came from the sky."
Apparently. Yeah, no, I look up towards the direction I came from and just... Apparently. Did you come from the sky?
Technically, she did.
At some
Also,
point,
Keepon says hello.
Oh.
she stalls at
Yeah.
that. She's like,
Yeah, no, I say that.
"Yeah,
My heart.
you know, keep on."
No is not the correct word. Let's say I understand Keepon, he shared this among some information with me. He was quite fond of you, I believe. As I tilt my head.
Okay, who does she think is the smart guy in the party?
Snake?
Feathers is like, Valdir, and goes and wakes you up for second watch.
Mm-hmm.
So she wakes you up.
Yeah.
Um,
Gets up, rubs eyes. Nothing too out of the ordinary, I assume.
As soon as he comes out, Mimi goes, Valdir! And the trees around her shake a little. Like in excitement.
Accidentally lets out slightly bird-like squawk of just, just what? How do you know me? How do you know my name?
This told me.
holding the vessel
we
of
were-
the dream.
Goes up and
Yeah,
At least-
I hand it to him.
we were wondering where this. You didn't. Looks down and sees Crater. Did this come out of the sky with you? Just like putting two and two together, it neumed away and then just.
Yes. I didn't know I could fly.
I don't think you. I'm not sure.
I jump trying to fly again.
Oh yeah, your T levels of like charismatic.
I got 5.
Mm-hmm.
I got 5 charisma, my guy.
At this point, what does
I jump.
Mimi? So at this point, Mimi has 55 pounds more wood. What does Mimi look like? To
A
that?
child.
Okay, so already looks like actual Mimi.
No, Ian, my body is a child. I look like a
Okay.
I look like a child almost all the time.
What's your
You're-
max
yeah.
height?
Hmm?
What's your max height?
I mean, what do you mean?
Mimi,
Like,
okay, Mimi is this big.
Yeah, my core is that
yeah, I
big.
know, but like your body, like, is there an upper limit to how
No.
big it can?
No.
Vanarin would know. Adapticans traditionally don't have bodies.
No, you would all know that I don't look right.
Mimi's weird. Mimi's very strange.
Like,
Most
How
of the
tall
time-
is Mimi right now?
and saying Mimi walks is sort of wrong.
You know, my feet lift up and there are roots sticking out of the ground, going into the ground from my feet, and then they just step back down. There's no walking really involved. It's just root movement.
So like in your body, where is the sphere? Like, is it
My
in
head.
Okay.
My bottom lip is purple, and my eyes are purple from it.
Yeah. Joseph just sent me the portrait. I'm
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah, Joseph did a real good job on that.
So
Yeah, there are flowers all. Yeah, I can actually describe myself in detail now because I look like a person. Yeah, so you actually see this almost disturbingly anatomically correct human in front of you, made of wood, made of ivy and vines and roots.
yeah, and I've never seen a human before. I don't think.
Yeah, you would know it's close enough to an avian skeleton.
Mm-hmm. So it's just something's
Yeah,
a little bit off to that.
Yeah, where bones are placed, there are like pieces of bark that that would vaguely take the shape of bone.
Are there
Um,
dryads in this setting?
I'm exactly what a dryad would be to any human. Yeah.
Neat.
But I don't know. I don't know if dryads exist in our world. Mimi would know actually, but I don't know that I know. But yeah, so basically, imagine a dryad. Like my hair is roots with flowers all throughout them. I have a mantle made of grass, flowers growing on it. My eyebrows are made of moss. I
Why
can
do-
lift my pieces so I can make expressions.
So it's been like 5 minutes.
My mouth also doesn't move, just to be clear.
Nice.
Yeah, it does not move.
You're still outside, Mimi?
Yeah.
Can you roll another D100 for me?
Yes.
You've pulled in another 43 pounds of material.
Uh
I'm
huh.
gonna say you started with 5 pounds.
Cool. So I'm at 100.
Yeah.
Cool. I have 12 AC, guys.
So like,
Also, all the excess wood that wouldn't properly fit a child-sized body goes underground.
okay.
Good.
And so in combat, Maxwell, we're going to talk about how my AC works.
Oh,
Can you be like a huge creature if you had enough material?
Yes, I
Wood-
absolutely can become a tree golem.
wood is not
That's-
wood is not super dense, so you're gonna have a lot of volume as a wood
Mhm.
adapticon.
Hmm
So we're
I
gonna
can
have to
become very big.
we're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But Maxwell, just think frenzy plant for defenses.
Okay, we'll see. By the way, Valdir, as you're talking, you can see Mimi is pulling wood into their self.
Mm-hmm.
Also Mimi actually Mimi like starts to stretch their arms, and goes, it feels good to it feels good to stretch. Or it feels good to stretch. There it is.
Yeah. Valdir just well, are you around the same height as Valdir, or are you very small right now? I don't know.
I don't know. How tall is Valdir?
How tall is Mimi?
I
We don't know how tall Mimi is.
I don't know. I don't have a measured height. It's not standard.
Pose it this way: are you taller than Etizian?
I'm a child.
You can be
So
as tall as you want to be. How tall does Mimi want to be
Yeah.
the size of a child? Literally, just pick a height.
3.5 foot. I don't know.
3.5 feet.
I am approximately the size of like an 8-year-old kid, most of the time.
That's offensive.
Also, to be clear, what's going to happen is if I do grow giant, I'm just going to grow into a giant child. My shape is not going to become more adult. It's just going to be upsetting.
That's
Mimi
scary.
the big.
You know, it'd be even worse. Like if
Huh?
it was just a big, like cylindrically bodied golem with like Mimi just sticking out as the head, like your child body on top of a giant body.
Uh-huh.
Oh
I like
no.
it.
This is becoming
Um,
horror very quickly.
Uh-huh. Tree horror.
Valdir just kind of takes the pot, tucks underneath his arm, and just kind of has this like amused smile about his face the whole time. And you, like you said, I'm Valdir, and holds out his hand. And you are
Designation M-11-I. Mimi.
I'm assuming I catch on to the fact that this is an Adapticant that is not a normal Adapticant and thinks it is a child of some sort.
Oh, by the way, your just
Oh no! As soon as I shake your hand, by the way, I shake your hand very daintily, and then I immediately begin squat down and begin poking at the dirt. I think I find a roly-poly and I poke it over and spin it around a little.
by the way,
How old are you, Mimi? Sorry. What's up, Max?
Finish role playing. Role playing is more important
Okay.
than lore garbage.
Yeah, I look up without a breath. 8.
Do you want to go inside and get some rest? It looks like you've traveled a long way.
Okay. And proceed just like
Yeah. Still holding daintily onto your hand, just turns it into a handhold and just kind of leads you inside. And
Okay, cool. So, Valdir, that's how your watch goes. And before we go to a break, we still don't have a break screen. Jojo, over the next week, can you update that break screen?
Yeah.
Cool. By the way,
I'll make it better. By the way, also that one's kind of
Mimi, your name M-11-I. We didn't get to talk to T, but I just want to let you know that your full name is Adapticon Maker Class, Model Number 11, Single Core, Designated Infantile. That's your full name.
you guys would not know. I would never say the infantile.
Yeah.
Because it is very specifically not a good add-on.
Yeah. Okay.
And Mimi's just self-aware enough to know that.
Yeah. Okay, boys. We're going to take a 5-minute break because I forgot to eat dinner before the stream. So I'm going to do that. 5 minutes. Away we go.
Don't know, Joe.
Okay.
Hey,
When the world was alive, you would have, like, a wood adapticon either would have been, like, you knew another wood adapticon that was made entirely out of sawdust.
Okay.
You're more of a viney boy.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't just, like, you can pull down branches, but you can't just, like, this tree is mine, uproot, and you can't.
Yeah, no.
And you can't, like, cut down a tree with just the force of your telekinesis.
No, I'm talking about like taking off chunks of bark, breaking off branches, pulling up vines and ivy.
Okay.
Just for reference, the average tree in the United States weighs up to, it's a range from either 20,000 pounds to 2,000 pounds, and 2,000 is like something with like a 7-inch diameter and like 15 feet tall. So even like little trees are still like super weighty.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Also, both of my weapons are wood, so they just kind of are a part of me.
Yep.
What you got, a short bow and what else?
Quarterstaff.
Yeah. So like what does a scholar do mostly? I mean, I know the name implies like you
I'm
get
a skill boy. The scholar's ability is to be, I guess, like a honed tool. Like you're able to like
I
decide.
love it. It's like a jack of all trades almost.
Well, yes, like sort of, because like the explorer is a jack of all trades. Like that's his thing. But like
so
then you
so
then
you're
you
like
have
you're like a bard for intelligence, kind of.
a bard rogue for intelligence. Yeah.
Okay. Are you like? Do you have any combat skills or anything, or is
Oh,
it
yeah.
just like?
I don't right now. But I will have them. Yes.
Oh yeah, when you tick
I have,
over.
I have gambits though. Gambits are still used.
By the way, point of order, the vessel comes back with a fat bounty of 3,550 experience.
What?
Back.
Mimi takes the vase and runs.
You're level 2 right now, right?
Yeah. I only literally because Mimi's a newbie. I wouldn't even as a player be offended if she got less as long as I level up.
So, worth noting, you gave the Dream Machine enough experience to level up from level 1 to level 2, which meant that the Dream Machine had 1,500 experience points. 3,000 experience points is enough to tick the Dream Machine up to level 3.
I think that we should do that.
That would leave you with 550 experience to give to Mimi so that they level up to level 3.
Hey,
That's perfect.
I would love that.
Did you sort those numbers just so that could happen?
No.
There's just luck.
No, well, you guys fought
Wait,
a
is
lot
that-
of intense stuff.
Yeah, we fought a bunch of things.
Oh, and is that like plus Keep-On's XP or something?
All of Keep-On's remaining experience went directly to Mimi.
Okay.
I
neat.
hate it.
The 3,550 experience was literally just what you guys fought yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So how much was left over for me?
550 if they want to give it all to you. I don't
Yeah.
think you need all of it.
I don't. I mean, I'll take all of it, obviously, but like I don't need it.
I vote
How
Dream.
much are you at?
615 right now.
So you take 285 to level up.
I think we can get away with giving you that whole 500 if you guys want to do the Dream Machine.
It's negligible to split the rest up between us if we don't just give it all to.
Well, how much? Hold
Yeah,
on. How
honestly.
much is
I mean, I would really appreciate it.
It's
It'll
it's
put me at
35 35.50.
3550.
So I can't do simple math. Yeah, that would still leave us all short of 600 XP to level 4. So
Mhm.
I think it's really efficient
Well,
to get your machine up.
it's 900 experience to level 3, so it's 1800 experience on top of it. Like, you need 2700 total experience to level up to level 4.
That would put us at dividing that 3,500 up equally. It would put us at 2,100.
Which is not enough. So, yeah, may as well do the most impactful level ups you can.
Yeah,
I
think.
appreciate it.
All right.
So it's 550, right?
I mean, but that's just me, Joseph. Do you have any objections?
I have no objections. I don't even have an opinion.
And Alex doesn't care. So.
All right. The Dream Machine is now level 3. What? Who am I?
353.
Hey, I
5.
need-
He said it.
You
I
did
need
say
to
5.
level up Thwip now.
Everyone
God,
kills
it's
themselves
fine.
and comes back as level 5 characters.
Yeah.
Yup. Mimi shatters the own orb. I don't like that mental image at all.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna level up. I'm gonna level up now.
Okay. By the way, Valdir, during your watch,
Yeah.
something happens.
I rolled a nat 1 for my health.
Why would you roll?
Why would you roll?
ever roll?
Because I'm dumb.
It's a long rest, I think. So we all just
No, that's for leveling up health.
Yeah.
haha. Do you
Oh,
reroll
why
once,
would you
Max?
ever roll?
Yeah, that's why Matt Mercer re-rolls ones. Is because 1 upgrades for health are stupid and bad.
What's
Get it too, I dare you.
Oh no, I don't do
your
that.
constitution
No,
modifier?
I mean, I definitely do that as a GM.
Do you have a constitution modifier?
No.
Yeah, what are your stats, by the way?
Oh,
Oh,
terrible. They're not terrible, but they're really weird.
You have an 18 int, though, right?
Yeah, that's
But-
I have a 5 and 8. I'm gonna tell you what I rolled. Ian. I rolled.
I can see those actually.
I mean, I can just tell you faster. It's 8, 9, 15, 13, 11, 8. So I just rolled this really
8, 9, 15.
dichotomic boy.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
You
So yeah, I have 14 health now, so that's fun.
Wait, how'd you get a 5 then? In charisma. Oh, the racial modifiers.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, what's up,
All
Max?
right. So it goes general specific. So would you roll me 2d6, please? That's good. That's really good. Okay, that's awesome. Would you please roll for me a d12?
I don't like that tone, Maxwell.
Not one bit.
Max, before I forget,
Oh, yes!
No!
Okay.
what are the stats on Gathrax's toothpick?
Keep on can give those to you.
Okay.
Uh,
I had it as I think it's a 1d8 and then it's a +1 weapon.
Well,
it's 1d6 one-handed, 1d8 two-handed.
It's a great sword.
Ah.
It's a great sword. It's a great sword +1.
Oh, you're Tizian. You're Tizian. My rules are different.
Oh yeah, okay. Do I have to two-hand it?
Yes.
Neat.
So don't use it, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Great.
I mean, you can hold a greatsword in one hand and hold your shield. You just can't attack that way.
Yeah.
You just have to drop the shield, hold it, hit, let go, pick up the shield.
Pick up shield is what kind of action again?
It's a full action, but
It's a full action.
to ready your shield from the first time, it's fine. Anyway, Valdir, on your about halfway through your watch, a Tizian just like sort of walks by, and he's talking to himself. He goes like, "Oh yes, quite yet. Yes, this way." And he walks like 4 steps, and he's like, "No, this way. Yes." And he walks that way, and then he walks like 5 more steps and goes, "No. What was it? This way." And then he goes that way. What do you do?
Sir, are you lost?
And you say this loud enough for him to hear? Like I presume.
I mean, assuming that Valdir, in his best judgment, this guy doesn't seem to be corrupted. He just seems to be a dude, right? He's just a guy.
You
Want me to
really,
roll?
it's hard for you to tell from this distance. You have fought.
I approach cautiously then.
Okay. Okay, yeah. He's just muttering to himself, and he's talking about directions largely, but occasionally he'll spout like a quote that sounds like it was from like a history book.
Do I have any idea what he's talking about? Can I make a history
Yeah.
check?
Please roll a history check.
Crit.
You are
Christmas coming, actually.
Valdir.
Christmas.
We're
Valdir.
in hell. This is purgatory.
Valdir, you are absolutely 100% sure that none of these events ever happened that he's talking about.
What the?
So he says he's like he says stuff like in the third age of man, the year 445, the riders rode down the hill to save the people at the last possible moment. And then we're like, no, could it be this way? It could be, yes.
Do I recognize this voice?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you're wondering if it sounds like Wally.
Yes, no. This man reminds me a lot of Wally.
He does remind you of Wally, but it's a very different voice.
Okay, good.
But by the way, Wally confirms for you that those events absolutely have not happened in my records or in yours.
I just
We're in yours.
am amused with all the.
Really like that.
Despite how bad of a day I've had, I'm amused with all the weird people that have been turning up, and I continue to walk forward. And this time I do loud enough for him to hear. Are you lost, sir?
Oh, hello. Could you
Hi.
Could you perhaps guide me to the library?
I don't believe so, sir. I don't. There are no libraries.
No, we know
No,
about a library.
I am absolutely sure that there's a library somewhere.
Would Valdir know about the library, Maxwell?
There is a grand library in the city. There is no telling which library he's talking about, though.
But like, we ran into that dwarf dude. Did Sneak share all that?
He never shared that, I don't believe.
Oh, okay.
You
Valdir would
straight
know.
up forgot to.
Valdir would know about the great library. The Slaethian Academy has a library.
Yeah, I believe that's what it is.
Do you mean the one at the academy?
He's visibly confused.
Great.
That could be the one. Yes. Where is this academy?
I'll tell you all about it. Just here, come this way, and like wraps an arm and a wing around him and just kind of brings him over to have some food because he thinks this man has lost his mind. Shares a ration with him.
Okay. You tick down a ration.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. Thank you for sharing with me your food. I had just run out. Who knows what would have happened without any food? Yes. Would you please grace me with the knowledge of your name?
I am Valdir of the Blessed Tempest.
Very important name. That reminds me of the great bird. Yes? Yeah,
Zadira.
He rolls right over it. It's like, Zechariah? No, that couldn't be it.
Seeing that there's no hope. Yeah, I think that's the one.
No,
Just
it
kind of-
doesn't, it doesn't sound right. No, no. Do you ask him? Do you ask him his name?
Yes, yeah, and you are.
You like to change the subject. You're like, what is your name? And he says,
Yeah. What do you think your name is?
he says, I. And he has a. I think he has a hat. Like, I am Robert H. Drowbridge III.
Does this name mean anything to me?
No, it's the
No.
strangest name you've ever heard in your life.
Does Mimi hear this?
Does Mimi sleep?
No, Mimi's a adaptokin, and
Yeah.
she's also a child, so she isn't aware enough to be like, I should sleep. So, yeah, she's awake.
As you can see, my father's name was Robert H. Drowbridge II.
Ah.
Yes. Yes. And we are quite learned family.
Hmm. And what brings you this way?
You see,
Robert.
and he's like sort of fiddling with his fingers. He's like, I seem to have misplaced a part of my memory. I
Oh, dear.
remember this place being much more teeming with life. But everyone around here, they smell of death and decay, and I was wondering if the library might have some information on what happened.
It very well might. We may be able to help you here and there as well, but please, you seem like you've had a long day. You can rest here if you need to.
No. The short bit of respite I've had is quite enough for me. I must be on my way. Did you say there was a library somewhere?
Do I know a general direction?
Yeah, you would say like northeast.
I say the direction and point and give
Oh.
him about a rough estimate of how far I think it is.
Oh, capital, old chap. Thank you very much. He starts patting himself down, and he's like, and he pulls out an immaculately cut diamond. He's like, for your trouble, sir.
Maxwell.
Thank you.
Maxwell.
What?
Passing out Revivify diamonds.
Yeah, it's.
Uh.
It's like, have a good evening, Valdir of the Blessed Tempest.
Thank you.
And as the great philosopher said, and then he turns around and walks away.
Maxwell,
Great.
So, Maxwell, did at any point Mimi see this person?
If you wanted to be awake, you could.
I
I
don't.
think we were outside. Did Mimi come outside?
I don't like. If she had heard conversation happening, I feel like they would have. But like, I just want to see him. I don't necessarily want to talk to him.
Yeah, you can see him.
Peek
Can
through the
I-
window.
Do I recognize him?
He's a Tizian of average look and build, dressed very oddly for a Tizian.
Do I recognize him in any way, shape, or form?
No.
Okay.
Valdir,
Do-
please.
Do I sense anything weird about this diamond, or is this just a diamond?
You could take like an hour to see if there's anything special about it.
For the rest of my watch, I'll toss this diamond around in my hand.
Yeah. Do you please roll a perception check? Yeah. The only sense you get is that he leaves and exits your like vision range a little bit quicker than you would anticipate.
Bonus action high.
Wait, I would. You're doing the perception roll for the man or the diamond?
For the man.
Oh, okay. I thought you were making me perceive the diamond for a second. I was very confused.
No. By the way, this is a completely mundane diamond. Valdir, or Sneak, you would know once if Valdir ever shows this to you. This diamond's worth 1,000 gold pieces?
Yeah, okay, Maxwell.
It's fine.
That's like 100 platinum.
We need to find an item in this world where we can send things from this campaign to other campaigns. And then
Put it
See,
in the stash box. We'll get it around next run.
Yeah, exactly. We need this 1,000 gold piece diamond.
For Revivify, do you need a 500 GP diamond or a 1,000 GP diamond?
I think it's 600 actually.
For what spell?
For Revivify.
Well, it's always worded as at least.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So this is a really nice diamond.
okay,
So
I pocket this diamond. We keep this diamond around. 1,000 gold piece diamond.
technically, you could still revive. Keep on.
Mhm.
If you
only we
have
had revive.
Revivify,
You could, yeah. But I think it's a third
Oh.
level spell.
yeah.
I think it's a 5th level, isn't it?
Is it fifth?
5th level characters can start to cast it.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense.
I'm not super good with spellcasting.
It's a little bit.
lot. It's a
First
lot
character
of
I've ever played that can cast spells, and it's a rogue.
stuff. Perfect.
First character I ever started playing in D&D, and it's this one.
Sorcerer, yeah, no, good for.
I jumped on the deep end.
I love it.
Ah! It's great.
Okay. The rest of the watches pass without incident.
Also, Revivify is someone that's died within the
1
last.
minute. I just saw. Yeah. You have to do gentle repose and then revivify.
Anyways,
Yep. So yeah, everyone wakes up as Chipper. Feathers hefts her maul. Does some like maul kata.
I was definitely absorbing wood throughout the night.
Yeah, you are probably at maximum wood.
Cool.
I am going to roll this to replenish charges on my arcane missile wand.
And that smile that you're giving, turn it down right now.
Yeah, Ian, I'm at maximum wood. What?
Get rid of that smile. Yeah, no, you're gonna Discord message me maximum wood? Okay.
Called out.
I knew what you were in the middle of doing and I stopped you.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Jesus.
Becomes the slogan
I
for this
mean,
campaign. Maximum.
Star.
That's
What
your,
about-
that's your team name, Maximum Wood.
Yeah,
No,
maximum wood.
Spike.
Oh my god. I was thinking something more like Sneak and Friends, but whatever. Sneak's Holy Order. I don't know.
The divine protectors of Sneakums.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know.
Okay. So, we're gonna do some traveling today, boys.
Good. Where are we going? Are we still going to see the lady?
Yeah, that's a discussion.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, no.
Uh,
Mimi is instilled with Keepon's death wish, which is to help the lady. So, yes,
I think I am too.
good.
Yeah.
There's a nature check involved in traveling. Yes,
Yes.
I would like that one.
I'm sorry. Is anybody gonna tell me what the hell that thing is?
Oh yeah.
Hello. I am model -M-11-I. Mimi reaches out hand for tiny hand. I learned this yesterday from Valdir.
I don't want to touch you.
Okay. I just walk away.
Oh, as she walks away, look up at you, and she's a little bit strange, but she seems to know Keepon.
I don't.
Oh,
like
actually, can we retcon that a little bit? As she sees you sneak, she immediately goes, "Little one," in reaction.
Not demeaning. Hi.
I mean, she was definitely referencing Keepon.
Yeah.
But yeah. Sorry, that was actually the name I knew you by. Sneak. Hello, Sneak. And then it goes the same way.
I'm sad again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Sorry.
I'm sad again.
I realized that's exactly how Mimi would greet Sneak if they had Keepon's memories like that.
Mhm.
All right.
Also walks up to Vanner and I guess just hello, other little one. Hello, other little one. Yeah. Saying this, by the way, as near the same height as you, correct?
Yeah. I'd say
I'm 3.5 feet. Like,
I'm
Yeah,
probably a little taller, but not by
Yeah.
much.
yeah. Say hello, little one, face to face with you.
Valdir's the tallest boy in this group, and then there's Feathers.
Yeah. Just for like headcanon for everybody, Vanarin is like angry lately. Like he's woken up now and he's just not in a good mood.
Good. How do you deal with this weirdly cheerful child thing?
Well, I just don't shake your hand. I kind of just glare at you and like, hot. Well, no, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna turn and walk away, and you do whatever I was doing before.
Just gets cold shouldered by the
Like-
two little ones.
Like pack up and just keep prepping to go.
Okay. Walks away.
Yeah, I'm processing.
Baldir, to try to make you feel better while we do things, reaches over to the little pile of things that we have over here and gets the bag of stuff or whatever it is, the little pouch that keep on hitting.
The bag of tricks.
The bag of tricks and offers it to you for a plaything.
Uh,
Here you go, Mimi. I'm sorry about those two.
Mimi takes it and is very, like, obviously very, like, just hold on. Let me write this down. Okay. Takes it. Thank you. But tilts their head in confusion. You get the sense that Mimi wasn't upset by them giving Mimi the cold shoulder. Mimi didn't care.
Does Mimi like know what's going on, or just
Not really. I don't think they're aware that they were being, like, brushed off.
okay?
You guys were just done with the conversation. That's all there was to it.
Okay, neat.
Yeah.
That's
Mimi,
interesting.
Mimi would like to go find an animal, though.
An animal
Mm-hmm.
just to play with? Or are you gonna eat it?
To play with. I don't eat meat. I don't eat.
I don't know. You could do some weird root thing and be
Yeah,
like, "This is how I get my nutrients."
I would like to find an animal.
All
Please
right,
stop me.
Make a
We're
nature
just-
check.
This is how I get my nutrients.
It's so bad good. I remember +2. 21.
By the way, you can add expertise in the settings.
Oh, cool. I'll have to go do that later.
Okay. You find a squirrel.
I would like the squirrel to come to me. I root around for something in the ground or in my body that an acorn would eat, and I produce it from my.
That an acorn would eat?
What a squirrel would eat. What a squirrel would eat. Stop it.
Produces sunlight from hand.
Those carnivorous acorns?
Produces.
You know what, Max? In your world, we don't know.
It's true.
Everything's a mimic.
All right, roll a animal handling check.
Produces mimics in one episode.
This is +2 as well. Animal handling is a third skill. Yeah, 20.
Okay, yeah, you have befriended the squirrel. It's like,
Yeah. I reshape my body to give it a little hole to live in. And I put some food
That's-
in there, and
That's
I just
disturbing.
I put it in there, and I walked back to the group.
where do you keep? So do you just never go in the building?
Pretty much.
Because like, where are you keeping all of this wood?
The building's made of wood, right?
Yes.
It goes through it somewhat. I probably broke holes in the building.
So like, yeah, it's under the ground. You said, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, it only has to be near me. It doesn't have to actually touch me, so it literally can just be beneath the building within a certain range of feet, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's just doing that. It's I
Oh,
literally have
okay.
this like cloud of wood.
Mm-hmm. You deposit it.
Yeah, moving through the ground with me.
see, I imagined you like connected like through a twig to like the
it
ground and
it
just like
is-
tilling off the ground as
To
you.
be clear, I do view it that way as well. Like it is a root walk where I lift my feet and roots come up with me. But like if for the situations where I'm in a building, it burrows underneath.
Huh. Okay.
If it can. If it can't, I become a giant tree monster and everyone should fear.
All right.
Okay, so for right now, you're like ice skating on like a carpet of roots.
Basically.
Man, this is kind of horrifying. And I
Yes.
gave you what, like a 30-foot range on that?
I think so. Would it be like written in telekinetic control?
Yes.
5 Oh, it's only 5 foot? Maxwell, that can't be right.
Well, it can spill out. But yeah. I'm imagining.
That would make Adaptkins dumb.
Well, I don't want to accidentally give you guys reach. Is the
That's
thing.
that's fair.
Yeah. Okay. And we're play testing. We're play testing. All right, so we're gonna do some travel today.
And Mimi goes outside, walk up to Valdir. We're just giving away our stuff to strangers now. Is that what we're doing here?
Well, she seems to be more competent than you'd think.
Well, if that's what we're
Besides,
doing,
you just keep on.
He's
Fine.
not using it.
I'm gonna kick off my boots and put on the sneaky ones and walk out the door.
completely silently.
Stomping.
He's stomping. He's mad, but it's just.
Damn it! Damn it!
Stomps harder.
Oh, that makes it so good.
That's
Oh,
so good.
Stomping for hours.
Jesus.
Grumbling to himself.
Ah.
hmm
All right, so let's do travel. Somebody leads, somebody perceives.
Whatever one's the nature check, I will make that one.
Somebody can forage, by the way.
That's survival, right?
Yes.
I
I'm
only have
bad at all of these things.
I only have a 1 in survival, so
Forage, perception, yeah, and
I got a negative 1 in
Indeed.
perception.
so yeah,
I'm gonna make the nature roll.
nature, survival, and perception are the 3 rolls. You guys can, if you guys are weak in one particular one, 2 of you can help.
What's your bonus to nature rolls then?
8.
That's neat. Is that all it rolls? Or
No.
just-
Or all nature rolls, yeah.
I know. But like, okay.
I'll
All
do
nature-
either the foraging or the scouting, depending on what Sneak and Vannerin want to do.
I will help Scout.
I am going to be a.
That's a
useful
26.
Something.
I think Vannerin said that Vannerin's gonna be helping
I think
because
Feathers can be convinced to help with either.
hey,
I'll help sneak. 'cause
Wait a
I
minute.
like doing that.
Leading is also survival.
Is
Oh wait, are none of them nature?
Yeah, nature's is like survival is the track and go through places. Yeah.
Oh. Nobody has survival, I don't think.
I mean,
I have 3.
You have 3. Okay, Valdir's leading, boys.
All right. Feathers can be convinced to help anyone.
I'll take Feather's help.
Neek, what are you doing again? You're perceiving.
Me and Feathers are just as good as each other.
Oh,
I can help sneak perceive, I guess.
Yes, do so.
And,
Cool.
And Vannerin will forage. You don't have to forage.
I
You can-
wanted to help sneak, but
You can
Yeah, but
Is
Yeah.
forage survival?
forage
Is it-
is also survival. Yes.
Who? Why? What is nature for?
Knowing
Knowing
things, I
things
guess.
about nature.
what are you gonna do, Mimi?
Guess nothing.
By the way,
I mean, you can't
can-
get a detrimental foraging.
you can also contemplate.
Existence.
You can also do anything. Like you can also like think about or like you can like contemplate your magical items. You can do stuff like that.
I mean,
oh yeah, what
do I need to attune to the bag?
I don't think so.
Check.
There's
I'll look it up.
a 1 hour thing will let you know the command word, and I think it's a command word.
And I do that, I guess. I focus on the bag.
Okay. So Vannerin helps sneak. Okay. Yeah. And you're by the end of today, you guys will make it to the fort. Let's see how painful getting to the fort will be.
Also, just so we can close the book on something, Sneak would have judicially decided not to go back and fight the rest of those worms.
Mimi has literally zero interest in that concept.
Valdir marked the place in his mind, and we'll go slay them one day.
We'll go slay them one day. Okay, so
We'll be dead.
Valdir of the Blessed Tempest,
Yo.
I need you to roll 2d6 plus 1 2 times. Great.
Nah, if you could just start rolling like that on your damage rolls, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Mhm.
I actually can't talk any smack. I make like 1 out of every 10 hits.
I'm about to say, you're the one that missed a worm 3 times yet last time.
Don't talk to me.
Also, guys, can we talk about how kitted out I am in terms of weapons? I've got like
Yes.
4.
It's awesome.
You're a walking armory.
Do you guys want any?
Oh,
All right. Valdir of the Blessed Tempest, please roll for me a D13.
D13.
Actually, that's an interesting thing. Never mind.
13.
Jeez.
Jesus, man.
Okay.
You're gonna get us killed.
No, these are all good things. On these
No, it's over.
on these rolls, by the way,
We're
higher
already dead.
is better.
We're already dead.
12 enemies, each with 10 guns and 13 swords.
Okay.
It's one guy.
It's Veteran from
so
the future.
Valdir, you see a.
I'm here for Thud.
I see.
Valdir, you see an avian flying, and you hear the sound of a war horn being blown, like just and this avian man, or I guess you can't tell gender from this far away, swoops down, plucks an individual, like a soldier from the ground, carries him high up and drops him onto the rocks below, killing him.
The hell?
Hey, that's that thing I saw in camp that one night, probably.
No.
Could I make some sort of roll to see if this is a person that I would recognize? Person of import?
You can roll perception for me at disadvantage because you're so far away. You can tell that this person has a long black beak, a shock of black hair, jet black wings, and they aren't wearing shoes. They have taloned feet.
This is a full body situation?
Yes. No. Arms and wings.
Garudamon?
I mean, most avians are lagoos, so they have arms, wings.
Oh, yeah, true. Never mind. I'm done.
Hey, Maxwell.
Yar.
If this is who I think it is, he does have 4 wings.
Message me who you think this is.
Cool. It doesn't seem like this guy notices us or anything like that.
By the way, after drops. After drops the one dude, swoops back down, picks up another one, and is just doing that. They're firing arrows at him, and you can tell that each beat of his wings is supernaturally like blowing away arrows.
Cool.
What a god.
What a possibly literal god.
Feathers.
Never know.
Feathers flies next to you and says, "I don't think that he needs help."
No, I wouldn't say so, though we might need help if we get in between them.
By the way, this group of soldiers, now that you're looking at them, they're guiding like a wagon. This is a caravan going roughly in the direction you're going. They're just like coming perpendicularly and are gonna merge with the road.
Mm-hmm. Does it seem to me that either one of these parties in this situation is like a corrupted being?
Oh, the caravan is clearly, you know them very well. They're the same group of enemies you've been fighting this whole time.
Let's get him. Come on. And then I actually just want to rush.
As he's rushing,
Venerin, you heard, everyone but Valdir, you heard the war horn, but that's it. You don't necessarily know anything else.
Okay, cool.
And are they like between us and where we need to go?
If you go quickly, you'll just like no. The caravan stopped. Like they're trying to fight off this threat.
Yeah. Yeah, I just kind of steer the group to where we give them a wide berth.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right. Absolutely.
Can we, like, contest that? Ask him what's going on?
Yeah, you guys have a signal that you can give to Valdir to have him come back.
Like, what was that war horn? What's going on? Why did we change direction?
I mean, I would let them know at the Warhorn, especially like what was happening, and my reasoning for turning.
How many were there? Like,
This was a well guarded caravan. There was probably 15 to 20.
Too many for us to take, and obviously not enough to take on whatever that thing was in the sky that I saw. So I'm going to give them a little bit of space. Flies back up.
Okay, I'm going to roll something for no reason at all.
Go for it.
Also,
Add some intrigue.
Also, Valdir of the Blessed Tempest, please roll 2d6 plus 1.
Much worse. What was the look?
4 is bad.
Good.
We needed something bad.
Yeah, we needed something bad. Knock, we just had 2 of our party members. One of them literally die, and the other one almost died.
Again.
Again.
is that the second or third time? I'm losing track.
I think second.
Okay.
Second time you've almost actually just killed over. Third time you've gotten close.
Yep.
All right,
I
this
think that was
time,
the third time for keep on too, so it makes sense.
this time it's actually
One of us had to go.
it's been another 2 hours, by the way. This time, coming from the direction of the fort is a patrol, a very clearly alert and well equipped for war patrol.
Fair enough.
What do you do?
Does there seem to be any way that, like, that we could take off the beaten path to get around them, or are we gonna have to?
I mean,
Do some,
sneak.
do some,
Sneak. You would notice this because you're a perceptive boy right now. Mimi.
Oh, go ahead. I'll...
Sneak would have noticed this at basically the same moment that Valdir did. You have the opportunity to just perpendicular, orthogonal, off the beaten path, to give yourself a chance of not being spotted by this group.
Turn,
Yeah.
look at everybody. Move!
I think I motioned for everyone to try to as quickly as possible get hidden.
Okay, everyone roll stealth checks.
Disadvantage. Almost good.
Oof.
I do have something I want to do after we jump into the other
Well,
direction.
remember, it's the way I do stealth checks is second worst or second best.
17.
So 17. So they have advantage on this because they're alert, and they have a captain. They're moving and they're alert. So they
I
have
couldn't
two-
have done anything with branch stuff to make us more hidden, could I?
17's pretty good.
It's not bad. I'm just curious.
So I'm gonna do a guard. Where are you, guard?
Even if it was just for future reference.
Yeah.
Guard at advantage. Perception check.
Yeah.
Yay!
Jeezums.
Now we're gonna see how dumb this commander is, because you guys aren't why they're here. Wisdom saving throw.
Damn.
Okay. So, they stop, and you guys are like hidden in the bushes, and you're like, please, please, please.
Yeah.
And the guard commander says, squad 1, 2, and 3, move on. Squad 4 and 5, take care of them. And 3/5 of them move on. And
4 can go on as well. We don't need. You can keep 4.
Well, this was good for you guys, for what it's worth.
I would like to do something while we still have the relative drop on them.
They saw you. Unfortunately, Silent Death does not desire to be blown.
That's not what I want to do.
Okay.
I want to cast Silent Image of a Pit Fiend in the middle of the road.
Yeah, all right.
All right. So he's gonna immediately screw this. It's a Wisdom saving throw, right?
I think it's just, it is for all purposes except for sound, the object you think it is. It takes them a full round of like perception checks to see through it.
Do you know what a pit fiend is?
Okay, Pit Fiend for reference, like what it would look like, a giant horned demon.
Yeah.
You know what a
for
pit fiend
sneak.
looks like?
No, he just knows big scary red man with horns, but for your reference, Pit Fiend.
Okay.
A creature that uses its action to examine the image can determine that it is an illusion with a successful investigation check against your spell save DC.
Against your spell save DC. Well, he rolled terribly.
My spell save is 14.
He rolled a 9. So,
If it is passed through, it is immediately revealed.
Yeah, if they can, like, if they shoot an arrow at it. Well, no, if they physically move through it, they would know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they all. The Pit Fiend shows up. Everyone roll initiative real quick, because.
In case this is discerned.
Yeah.
Did that result show up, or?
I'm not even convinced I need to put this in the initiative tracker, because that was really good thinking. So everyone except Vanarin goes before the commander. So what does so Mimi, what do you do? She brings up a pit fiend real quick. Something horrifying. You're not even sure he can do this, right?
I know what magic looks like. I watched him move his hands. I heard him do the voice.
Okay.
And I move myself around the enemy group through the brush to get a better position, so I'm more behind them.
Mm-hmm.
And I pull out my short bow and notch an arrow.
Okay. Are you do you talk at all?
As I'm walking away, I say very quietly and with more seriousness than you guys have heard me use till now. To take the lead, stay safe, and then I start to move.
All right. Are you gonna try to leave, or Valdir? What do you do?
How far away would you say from the road we are?
Sight range. So you're probably 50 feet or so.
Pretty far.
You tried your best to get away.
Cool. I just kind of keep it my little point and ready my magic missile wand for in case any of them keep coming. I'm just gonna.
I will say, if I didn't say this, there are 5 squads here.
Mm-hmm.
You would anticipate a squad is about 4 people.
Okay.
So 5 squads, including the commander. That's 21 combatants.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Never mind.
Okay, Sneak. It is your turn.
Yeah, so I just did that. Turned back to my boys. it's not real. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not gonna run away until everybody else is, but like I will, for the purposes of this, I will turn and begin running away with the hopes that everyone follows.
Feathers is conflicted because not everyone seems to be on the same page. At that time, the commander says, like, new plan, attack the demon! And the whole group wastes turn realizing that this demon is not real. Vanarin, what do you do?
Everyone else is just kind of getting ready, right? Like,
Sneak's running away.
Yeah, I positioned myself to be ready to run away or fight, depending on what we did.
Feathers readied in action to run away if everyone else ran away.
how many guys are there again?
21.
Yeah, no, we can't.
21.
Yeah.
Vanarin wants to fight. I know it's a bad idea, but gosh darn.
I will say, as player to player,
And Sneak, you're running, right?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna run then.
So because it's like 6 seconds, for the first 5 seconds, I was like, "It's not real. Let's go!" And then in the last second, it's him like quarter turning and starting to run.
Yep, we're running. Do I need to athletics or what?
Yes. Well, yeah, do athletics, but you're pretty fast.
17.
I need to make an athletics roll, or
I
I haven't ran yet
The
technically.
thing about it, we need to be better about this, but I assumed that Mimi was readied in action, like as an if-then statement. Like, if we're running, we're running.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant.
So you can take
It's
your
it-
you could take your full movement and action away, which is 50 feet. Mimi is slow.
yeah,
Um,
which feels really weird, by the way.
yeah.
How slow?
25 feet.
25 feet.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, I'll buff that maybe. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Can I throw my orb?
If you want to leave your wood behind.
And all your possessions.
Could I not do that?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. The answer to your question is actually yes, but like,
Is an emergency escape move?
yeah.
Is a nope. Throw myself.
Because you can land gently anywhere. Okay. I'm not.
FYI, that is what I'll do if we get real close to death. Is I will huck myself.
The only question I have about this is Mimi. Because the Avians are fast, the Sneakums is fast, and the Vanarin got a 17 on an athletics check. Mimi is slow. Mimi
Is Feather's strength enough that she would be able to just carry Mimi unencumbered?
Well, I have a better question. Did Mimi start running before me, or like?
Yes.
I moved. I was quite a few feet ahead of you guys because I positioned myself.
Yeah, like back in the back row.
Yeah. Theoretically, if I saw Sneak start running, I would just go.
Yeah.
And I would have a little bit of a head start.
Do I notice you lagging behind, or do you keep pace
Yeah,
pretty well?
it's like he's no Mimi. It's like Mimi is like ice skating on wood. In a dead sprint for Mimi is like 16% slower than your sprinting.
And you can't really be carried, can you? Though, because
Not while keeping my wood.
Well, mind you, if you had talked about this beforehand, they could grab the important wood and done that, and you could just grab more wood later.
This is true.
I don't think that. Well, I don't know.
What I would like to do, and this, I'm just going to tell you narratively what Mimi would do in this situation. Mimi would immediately, once they realized that we were leaving and bowing out and specifically trying to escape without being noticed, would sloth as much of their body to the ground, in covering their orb in vines, and literally do the cartoon thing where you go under the grass. Mimi would do that
A stealth
along the
check.
forest floor.
A stealth check.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Specifically using her ability to her advantage.
I'm adding a feature to the solid adaptogons.
Yeah.
Or no, to adaptogons in general. When you attempt to look like your element, like if you want to look like a pile of rocks, you can look like a pile of rocks, and you gain advantage on stealth check.
Cool.
While not moving, you can't move. Yeah. So.
Oh, I was talking about moving.
Okay. Yeah, we'll give it to you. That's also a 19, even if I don't give you advantage.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a feature. If you want to sit still and do like a cloak of Lothlorien.
We're just gonna have we just need to have a time where we talk about adaptions again. It's fine.
That's cool. So you stealth, and there's some sprinting of the scouts going forward, and I think one of them even steps on you and like trips over you. And he's like, stupid rock, and keeps going. And you guys get away. Holy gee willikers.
Before we fully get away, before I leave the spell range of the silent image, I'm going to have the pit fiend just kind of like laugh at him and give him the double fingers. And then
silently.
Fantastic.
It doesn't sound like anything. Silent image.
Yep. Can it move?
Yeah, I can use a bonus action to make it move.
Okay. So for your first round, you're a little bit slow just to do them. All right, and you guys get away. That's lovely. I love that happened.
Thank God we didn't explode.
I'm gonna give you guys the experience for that guard commander because you guys beat him.
I'll take it.
All right. So 4 hours pass and nothing happens. But then, Valdir.
Yeah.
Could you please do for me a 2d6 + 1?
I was already typing it.
That's a 9.
Awesome. It's 10:30. If that's important.
I thought we went till 11:30 for you guys.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then. We're good.
Okay. So I forgot specific general. Cool. I would
Might have just mentioned 10:30 before because that's when we would take a break, or slightly before then.
I don't know.
I just feel like I remember us mentioning it sometime.
I think we did with the first few.
Okay.
We started going a little bit later. Also with the first few, or at least in the last handful, I've been going in a little bit later in the mornings the next day, so it hasn't mattered specifically for me as much. I don't know about you.
All right.
I used to go in at 6 in the morning. And that
Icky.
wasn't great for almost midnight.
All right. So you on the road. I don't think you're the one who finds this Fanarin or Valdir. I think Sneak finds it. It's a desiccated, rotten corpse of a dwarf. That has a strong box underneath him that when you like kick him over just to see.
Yeah.
He has a strong box, and the lock has rusted off.
Oh.
Do you open it?
Yes.
No.
That's just something that we find on the way, right? Like,
Yeah.
It's a mimic.
It's
God.
I'm just gonna punch the little thing to death if it's a mimic.
Well, if you would please roll for me a D1000. Now that you mention it.
Maxwell.
It's a D1000, man.
I don't think that's a mimic.
That's not a mimic. It's
What would you have qualified that to be a mimic?
a 1. Yeah. I'm not going to be mean about it. It's just if it could be a mimic.
Why not?
What? Where did it go? I just want treasure. Give me treasure. Thank you.
Don't sneak.
All right.
Woo! Treasure.
Roll for me a d10.
I will do.
1, 2,
A for A.
3, 4, 5. It is full of gold pieces and gems.
Great.
What do you do?
Man, I'm not really into this stuff anymore.
Hmm.
You don't even keep the gems?
I'll take the gems.
All right. You receive 3 bloodstone, 1 carnelian, 1 chalcedony, 1
Go
chrysoprase.
slightly slower for me.
One, carnelian, 1
Okay.
chalcedony, 1 chrysoprase, 1 moonstone, 3 onyx, and at rummaging around it, you pull out 2 green glowing vials that are 2 potions of healing.
Ooh.
By the way,
Nice.
Don John's
2d4 plus 2 hit points.
his treasure random tables. He's a good boy.
Max,
Yes.
can I use healing potions?
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, and I can't heal you.
Can Warforged use healing potions?
Luke, I can't heal you at all.
Nope.
I don't agree with that. They're a quasi natural being. They're a mineral based life form. They are not.
I think that qualifies as a construct.
No, they count as a construct in terms of like the Mace of Smiting.
But I mean, my stuff qualifies constructs.
As of the 5e's published release and the Unearthed Arcana article, Warforged are treated no differently than PCs of other races.
Yeah.
Since it does not, since it does not say anything about healing, there is no reason to interpret it as healing
Yeah.
being different.
I think with an adaptocant, you just dump the healing potion on their orb and they suck it in.
That's weird, but okay. I like it.
Mimi probably pretends to drink it.
Yeah.
Mimi definitely pretends to drink it.
Haha, juice.
Hmm
Whoa. Okay.
I love juice.
Ew, this tastes like crap.
I don't
It's just-
like this.
It's just pouring on their face
Bad
in a really
juice.
upsetting way.
Weird. Okay. By
Just
the way,
deeper into madness.
did Ghana ask about where, or did Ghana specify a specific meetup location?
I would recall that.
Did she though?
I feel like it was either yes or the implication that she would find us once we got there.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay.
I believe she specifically said like Castle Gate or something.
Yeah, I remember getting the implication that I didn't need to be worried about finding her.
Valdir, as
Nope.
the day winds down, you see a great lake with a fort in the center of it. There is a raft that is currently on the side of the fort, and it sort of dips in. It looks like this. If you roll a nature check for me.
Wow.
Yeah, it dips in, like, it's a large divot. This lake was clearly bigger at another time. This lake isn't really filled by anything other than the rain.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a mound in the center that used to be, like, the bottom of the lake, but now that the lake is this shallow, and you can't really tell how shallow it is. It might not be shallow, but
It's lower than it used to be.
it's lower than it used to be, and they built this fort on top of that mound.
Very interesting.
So you're in a bowl, and you can't really see out of it.
Hmm.
And this is a large lake. Like it would take you 2 or so rounds to fly across it, just flying as fast as you could.
Man. And we're coming up on this lake, or is it over, like, where is it?
I mean, I imagine that you're usually relatively high up. You have a vantage point. Now, what range did I give to that thingy? Wait, I shouldn't do this on stream because no, we're in podcast mode, so who cares? But yeah, you find a place to camp for the night as things go down.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You guys settle in for a long rest. Do you what do you guys do anything in the interim, or do we go straight into like long rest shenanigans?
Mimi would take a minute to like settle themselves in. I know telekinesis says like a 10-foot range, but I really had this like mental image of like Mimi using the roots to feel out the world around them.
Right.
I don't know how that translates in the game, in this world, how it actually translates, but something akin to that.
Okay.
Can I go like take a hike or like explore a little bit?
You can. What are you looking for?
Okay. Just like more processing like the events of the last couple days.
Okay.
Or
So you're just taking a walk.
Yeah. If like something random can happen, that's cool. If not, I guess it's just flavor.
Basically the same for my thing.
Roll. Each of you roll for me a d12.
8.
Okay.
4.
No, d12. That was the wrong die.
Oh, Banner and Blast. Oh, D12 you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said D20. My bad.
Yep.
8. Also 8.
Hey.
Each of you roll for me 2d6 plus 1.
Oh, good.
10.
4.
Mimi, you don't find anything.
Cool.
Vanarin. 10. Okay, you're still in the foothills. Roll for me a d12.
3.
Okay. Could you roll that for me again?
Six.
Okay. All right.
I don't like that.
Hmm.
There's an indent in it, like that goes down, like a sort of a sinkhole. And there's like a naturally carved, like slope all the way down. Could you please roll for me a history check or a nature check, whichever one you care about?
Terrible. Let's do history. That's a 5.
This is a hole in the ground.
Yep.
Sure is a hole in the ground.
Is it an interesting looking hole in the
At
ground?
the bottom, you sort of peer over, and there's like chimney smoke coming up, and you smell food.
Okay. Is it like a steep hole in the ground? Or?
No, it's like a sinkhole. Like it's straight down, but there was like with a history, you wouldn't roll an H check for me real quick. Just
Bannerin, don't you know it's one of them food holes?
there's a ramp. There is a smooth ramp that spirals down that you can get down safely.
Let's go.
All right, you go down, and about halfway down, you see what looks like an inn.
This is a big hole.
This is a big hole.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's an inn, and the only odd thing about this inn is that there are these wooden struts that are like there are 3 wooden struts that like sort of arc up and then arc down at like 3 key points. They look like it's an inn with legs.
Brother.
Brother? Hmm?
Okay.
Yeah. You do reckon that this area is much safer than the camp that Valdir found, by the way. No, not a slight to Valdir. This is just a sinkhole with an inn inside it.
Okay, but there's chimney smoke and I smell food, right?
Yeah. It smells like good food.
Okay, so that means that there's people. So is there like a staircase to the inn from the ramp?
Yeah. There's like 4 steps up 4 steps up to a door. Like there's a porch, and then like there's a door that has like that half thing. Like you can open up the top half or the bottom half.
Okay, we're gonna
knock?
divine sense.
Okay.
So that's evil, celestials, fiends, and undead.
Not nary a thing.
Nary a thing. Okay. Walk up to the door, and we're not gonna knock. We don't knock. Not in this world.
Okay. All right. So you just open the door and walk in.
Yeah.
The first thing is the moment you put your foot on the first step, you hear a loud voice from inside, not directed at you, that says, "Individual approaches. Front door."
Okay. So that's an adapticant. Is that why you said brother, Luke? Or do you know anything about this?
No, he saw the building on stilts.
We also, as a group, saw the.
No, Valdir saw it and told you about a moving in. So yeah, you would know
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, so that's why that was my curiosity. Like, yeah, so yeah, you know about this house thing.
Yeah. Okay. I actually did not remember that from last session.
That was a traumatic last session.
Yeah. I mainly remember the combat encounter. Okay, so we're still going in, but we know
Okay,
what we're getting
yeah.
into now.
Yeah, and you actually hear. Give me a second, because I forget exactly what the demographics of the people in this inn are. Okay.
I completely forgot about that. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you hear a like a bit of a crash. You're like, oh wait, a guest. Wait, no, just one. But no, a guest. And you hear like a clash and like a couple breaking plates. It's like, oh, shoot. I'm sorry, Sir Tony. And like, and then like an individual opens the door, and it's a relatively short goat, like G-O-H-T, with huge horns. And he says, "Welcome to the Traveling Inn."
Hello. Hello. What are you guys doing in a hole in the ground?
Pardon me. It's safe from the other ones. You know the ones.
Yeah. Okay. I think I saw you guys traveling the other day away from the city.
Yes, that was a very, very dangerous journey. We had to make it quickly.
Can I come in?
Absolutely. We what would he call her? The chef is just about finished. with dinner. Do you have any friends? It's very dangerous to travel alone here. I'm Shadunadan, by the way.
Shadunadan. Can you spell that for me? S-H-E-D-U...
I'm guessing it's phonetic. Yeah.
S-H-E-D-U-N-E-D-A-N.
N-A-D-A-N.
It's in the chat.
It's in,
Yeah, it's in the chat now.
Roll 20.
Okay. Shaduna... Gotcha. I'm
he
not
says-
gonna tell him that I have any friends just yet. I don't think. Just no, just me. And that's about it. What's cooking? And yeah.
Well, we picked up some wild fowl as we passed through the outskirts of the forest. So we had the chef whip up something nice with birds, roast
Okay.
birds.
I'm just getting a vibe from this place.
So, since I'm Sneak and I forgot the plan, I'm just gonna walk up behind you.
Sure, bud.
What's happening? Who's this guy?
Oh, hello, a second guest. I thought you said you didn't have any friends.
He's I didn't know how close he was, but he
I
is
do
my
not
friend.
know this man. Who are
Okay.
you, other purple guy?
Just utterly failing to pretend.
Yeah,
to not know him.
it's no.
Oh, two Tizians. Are you from?
Yeah.
Are you of Clan Zist? Are you family members we didn't know?
Clan Zist? No, but wait. Do you know any Zists?
Absolutely, they're our most frequent patrons.
Where have you seen them last? And who? What member? Who?
Oh yeah, Vannerin, you were there when they told me.
Yeah.
Do I know their name? Yes, of course I know their names. And it tells you that they are in order: Delkinzist, Dramazist, Fethizist, and Tetazist.
Oh my goodness, can you repeat that?
No. But
Oh,
I
okay.
But I can drop them in chat for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna motion the others forward.
Yeah, you
So you go back and bring everyone.
Yeah,
sure.
Please.
it's cool. We're
I
good.
hear about the living wood house and Mimi loses their shit.
Yeah, Vannerin's dead, but it's fine.
Vanneren's dead. He died.
As you tell Mimi that they're running, and they say, "That's fine. We have a new wood friend," and just keeps running towards the house.
How can you even joke about that?
Grab Valdir's shoulder. I noticed. I
How can you
understand now.
even joke?
That was
about
that joke was in poor taste, and I'm sorry. I said it before I thought.
Mimi's
You have the headband. How could you?
I'm
Mimi
stricken.
is genuinely unaware that this is a joke.
I'm
I know.
stricken with grief. Oh, let's go.
Oh,
Guy
Van-
yard stare, thinking
But-
that Vannerin is dead
so
for a
Vannerin-
split second.
Sneak goes
Okay.
back
Sorry.
and gets the people.
Yeah,
Vannerin, you stay while Sneak goes and gets the rest of the people.
yes, absolutely. I want to know where they last saw the Zist clan.
Yeah, he tells you that they found them in on the outskirts of the forest, headed south, like. So, but they kept going, so they're probably close to the shore at this point.
The shore of the lake or the ocean?
Are we still on this page? Yeah, we're still on this page.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
they met up with them here. They were headed south. So
Okay, and then where are we now? Are we here?
You're the medallion.
Okay.
You will always be the medallion.
Oh,
until,
okay.
Until
I thought that was the city. Oops. Or the Holendriel.
Holendriel's the blue octagon enclosed.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
I just
We
needed
need to-
something utilitarian for this purpose.
Yeah, we need to label these or something like that. Anyway, okay. Have you seen any other travelers today, tonight?
Today, no. No.
Okay. Who all's here? And who was that Adapticon that I heard when I knocked or when I opened the door?
Ah, that is our protector.
Does he operate the inn?
He does. He's not quite right. They are what is known as an integrated unit.
Okay.
That's how he's able to move this entire building.
Man, maybe he's gonna have a field day.
You're gonna see a weird woodworm just into the house.
Okay.
But at that moment, out of the kitchen comes what looks like an octopus, made
What?
entirely of water with a crystal core inside.
Ooh.
Carrying 2 plates with like a roast bird on it.
I saw you look upset for a half second, Alex.
This Adapticon puts the food next down and says, "Pleasure to serve you. Can I get you anything else?"
Do you have rooms available? I suppose. Do you have rooms at all?
Please direct all room questions to Shadunadan, the innkeeper. Thank you. No. This Adapticon continues to. I was more asking if you desired a drink, another kind of food.
Do you have any ale, liquor?
I will see what we have. And like octopus pseudopods away.
Great.
Have we arrived at this point?
Yes, because gave you a bunch of information about like where and stuff. Yeah, you enter, and as each of you sets foot on the wooden porch, the integrated unit says, "New visitors, 4 front porch."
Oh yeah, feathers. Keep forgetting about
And
feathers.
Shadunadan says, "Ha, yes, chef, 4 more plates."
Yes, Shadunadan. I'm sorry. I might have misspoke about my friends. You can't be too careful these days.
Oh, not at all, not at all. I've lied a number of occasions to save my own skin. You don't get to be as old as I am by not lying occasionally.
If I may ask, how old is that? Or is that rude? It doesn't matter if it's rude.
Luke, remind me of Caprician ages.
1 second, I have the page open already. Can you just move at the proper speed that I scroll you, page? Thank you.
Can hear you, Luke.
Talking to myself.
There you go. Okay, sorry.
It doesn't say on the sheet, Max.
Okay, let's say that they live
Older, way older than humans. To be
Yeah,
fair.
I think we said that sheep can live
It
up.
was
To,
a lot.
I think we said sheep could live up to 500 years.
Yeah, it was a long, long time. They are a magical lifespan species.
Yeah.
Oh.
So let's say goats can live to be 350.
Rams are probably the shortest, I guess.
Yeah. Well, based on actuarial tables, yes, but that's because they just deal with the hardest work. I would imagine that they're similar to goats. They just do harder work. Says, instantly, doesn't think this long. I'm 253 years old.
What?
From outside. Just...
Do come into again. Oh, Feathers! It is nice to see you again. Where is Gretchen? And Feathers says, I'm with them now.
Mimi is immediately and just running around like a child. Yeah, I know. Yeah, like Mimi immediately tries to find the core of this house.
The Adaptogen is in the fireplace.
Yes, runs to the fireplace, hands on knees, and immediately starts talking to it.
Is
Okay,
this Calcifer, dude?
Now, next you're gonna tell me there's some like owl wizard living upstairs.
I'm so glad you guys noticed the Howl's Moving Castle inspiration here.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
This Adaptogen is it's a ruby red rhomboid gem.
This doesn't need to be a whole conversation yet. I just wanted to say what I was doing at this moment. We can get to it.
Okay,
later if
you
someone
guys
else
start
wants to.
talking in Adaptogen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so like they start going.
Beep boop boop bop.
Just this little small wooden child letting out these really eerie.
It is prettier than it's
Yeah.
not. It is pretty, to be clear.
Ew.
Like look,
No.
look up Wisp in Dota 2's voice lines.
Okay.
It sounds like that.
And my boy, you're wrong. It's the song that goes beep 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 boop bop.
Stop with the SpongeBob reference.
By the way, at that moment, the water Adaptogen comes out with 5 more plates, and puts them down and says, God, what's his name? No, 6 more plates. It says, Chiltoni, Nicole, your dinner is ready as well. And Schlorps back down. An avian woman comes down.
Is it an owl wizard?
No. She has wings that appear to be like cape-like. They're not used all that often. You can tell the musculature is a little bit underdeveloped.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of like the ceiling, just like dives like from nowhere, like from the ceiling, like out of like a hole in the ceiling drops a Tizian with like a do-rag and like a belt full of tools.
Yes.
Amazing.
And he sits down and immediately starts eating. The avian woman sits down and like has a fork and a knife. the Tizian just goes. Yeah. Chidunadan says, "These are our employees, Nicole and Chiltoni. Chiltoni doubles as a waitress when she remembers to wake up. But additionally, as a musician, Nicole is our mechanic. He does anything that doesn't involve wood."
I'm gonna keep it on the level here with you, bub. Well, what's it cost to stay in a place like this? Do you all still use money, or is that kind of a thing you dropped off?
Yes. To use our rooms, I only wish goodwill. So long as we, as you promised, to do no harm to my compatriots and not to steal anything, you may stay. You may stay the night. Unfortunately, when we move, it's a little dangerous for more than the people that we already have on board. However, if you would like to trade, I have some things to trade. We always need food and fuel.
I think that we have some extra food that we could spare. What kind of things do you have?
We have better food, probably.
That's fair.
So if you would, we can take simple rations and make a toothsome meal out of it. We can provide you with better meals to make this heinous place a little less heinous. Additionally, we pick up a thing or two. Right now, we don't have anything like of the magical sort, but sometimes we do. Feathers can tell you.
Did the water adaptogen ever come back with any kind of drink?
Yeah. When they came back with the 6 plates, they set down a pitcher of water, and then for you like a stein of ale.
Oh goodness. Yes. Okay.
Garçon!
There we go.
Ale me now.
Never asked-
Your head.
So,
So you ask for you get a drink too.
I'm specifically asking for a different kind.
Yeah.
Y'all got any of that drink made out of grapes? Wine.
Hey, that good purple drink.
Shadunadan looks abashedly and says, unfortunately, the wine is for super special occasions. If you were willing to part with something valuable, we could make this a special occasion. The ale I produce in house. It is in the basement. It's in a large cask. And
We
give it-
already parted with something precious yesterday. Thanks for bringing it back up.
Oh my god.
I think you owe us wine now.
My
Persuade
friend
me.
just died. Give me drinks.
Keep on scoring at this misuse of his memory.
How about these? I'm gonna pull out the bloodstones.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We
red for red.
Also, Maxwell, I probably followed the water adaptogen back into the kitchen at some point.
Okay. Yeah, he looks at the gems and says, this will get me something good from Gertrude next time I see him. Very well.
you know what? Never mind.
Perfectly fine.
We tell him.
I'll go with water, thanks.
Yeah, and you get water.
So, Shaduna did, or can I call you Duna, or something to shorten it?
Una.
I don't mind Duna. Very well.
All right, with your permission. Have you had any trouble recently, or have you just settled down? Like, have you been in this spot for very long?
No, we never stay in any place for long. We've stayed here before, so that's why we're at the bottom of the cistern. Very, very useful for keeping hidden, particularly so close to the fort, if you know what I mean. Whew, we've had some close calls.
Can you tell us anything about these close calls? I've got a couple questions, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
So, like, well, first off, change in tack before we tackle the fort. You mentioned fuel for this place. What kind of things are you talking about?
In particular, what should we call what would he call the adaptogen? I keep running into this problem because he's a P class, and calling somebody P is stupid. P26 integrated.
Pete.
Pie.
Pete.
Mm-hmm. Just Pete.
Pete. His name is Pete.
I will say, adaptogens having humanoid names is weird.
That's
What about-
such a good moniker, though.
Pete
Well,
is
Just big
great.
old Pete.
I like Pete more than I like my suggestion, so
Pete is a very good name.
Like Pete.
He's P and he makes heat because he lives in a fireplace.
There we go.
Well, Luke. So, Mimi. That's roughly a human name. Mimi is
Yeah.
strange, but what other people call the adaptogen, I don't think Pete would ever call himself Pete, and we're gonna talk to him pretty soon.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
imagine.
okay.
Okay.
they could call him Pete, and he's just like, "My name is not Pete."
I am not weird.
By distinction, as P class sub.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also,
Pete. Classic Pete.
would I know what class the water one is yet?
The water is an M. M class.
Brother!
That was loud.
So yeah, Shaduna Dan says Pete likes charcoal first. No, coal, then charcoal, then wood. In that order.
Mimi screw.
I'm
You
not sure that
choose
we
terror?
can. Yeah. Well, I mean,
Just
do you feel like a connection to the wood that you carry,
We've
Or,
never
like-
really discussed it.
or like is the bulk of it just like a resource to you, or like
I mean, Mimi has a value for nature and the things that they're connected to, but like respects that fire eats wood.
Yeah.
Okay. So as long as it's not like abused or something.
Yeah,
like-
I don't think that Mimi would particularly like to feed the squirrel into the fire.
Yeah, if you start attacking some animals, Mimi might get a little upset. Animals Mimi loves.
Trans-
Also, how is the squirrel?
The squirrel's fine.
Okay.
Like I think that the squirrel will flee at the first sense of actual danger to its person. But like
Unless you encapsulate it inside of you.
inside of you is warm, like because its body heat doesn't have anywhere to go, so it's like cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
still talking to Waterboy.
Where were we? Oh yeah, Pete likes coal, then charcoal, then wood. And if you find any like wild game, we also will take wild game for anything that we have.
Okay. Sorry to say we don't have anything like that on our person. But if we find anything and we find you, we'll certainly trade for it.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, onto the fort. What kind of patrols or forces or anything can you tell us about it?
Well, we know that at dawn and at dusk, there's the most activity, as the night guards come in or leave, and the day guards come in or leave, as you would anticipate. There's a lot more patrols during the day, which is why we will move probably tomorrow night, because I think Pete said that the last trip took a lot out of him, so I'd like to give him some rest. By the way, Adapticans also don't have gender, so anytime anyone uses a gendered pronoun for an Adaptican, you're sort of misgendering.
Happens.
Yeah,
I've been interpreting it as a very much just a not caring thing.
yeah, largely,
Yeah, like, would they care, or would they just
no,
be
no.
like, that's a
They're
thing?
beyond the concept
yeah,
of gender.
No,
Yeah.
like Pete might get like I'm not Pete, but he's not, or they're not going to be like I'm not a he.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why I've been using he, she, and they for Mimi, is because Mimi does not care even 0.5%.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Talking about patrols.
patrols.
Yeah.
Yeah. The curious thing, and the thing that's a little bit hard to predict, they must have a different calendar than I use. Is that sometimes caravans come in and sometimes caravans go out. We have never cared to discern the contents of those caravans, but they're pretty regular, just not in a pattern that I recognize.
Yes, we saw one headed this way on our way here. We couldn't tell what was in it either. Okay, I don't know where to carry the conversation.
No,
now.
that could be it. Like Shaduna say, thank you for the meal. I must retire to my study.
No. Well, let me grab you for one more second.
He stood up.
Do you have like some paper and something I can write with?
Oh yes, please come with me.
Okay.
And he will give you a nice. He will let you use a nice feather pen and some ink, and he will give you 2 pieces of paper.
Okay, then how about this? Just real quick. I know you got to retire, yada yada. I'm going to write a note. I'm going to give you this gold coin. It has a sad face on it. I'm going to tuck it in this paper that I wrote the note on. Okay. I'm gonna give you the bloodstones. I'm gonna get the wine, and I want you to give that note to Gurchin next time you see him.
Roll a persuasion check.
Don't read it.
Can I assist him somehow?
I think they're
No.
up in his study now.
I'm
Okay.
gonna use my my
Inspiration.
inspiration.
Okay.
Where is it? There it is.
Ooh. Still better than not using
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's still better than a 4.
It's like,
Critical fail.
very well. Next time I see Gurchin, I'll pass along the message.
Can I get that wine?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
What is
No.
What is the general gist of the note?
It says 6 words on it.
Yep.
You suck. I hate you. Sneak.
I just
But why'd you give him the sad coin?
Because it's got a sad face on it. And, kind of like
If that
an
makes him
FU.
feel.
But isn't the sad coin like sort of significant?
No, it was just he gave it to me like a come see me at the library thing.
It's a mundane coin.
Yeah, it's just a coin.
It's part of the word count. Like
You suck. I hate you. Sneak.
Sneak.
You are only worth 6 words.
You give he tells you to give the bloodstones to the chef, who I think they actually just call M.
I do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait.
You walk in on a conversation.
hold on. Hold on. I just want to throw this idea out there. There's an M class chef in the kitchen and a P class that runs the house. Can they be Ma and Pa?
Yeah.
Yeah. His name's Pa Pete. Yeah.
Pop Pete!
Papa Pete and Mama what?
Papa
Meat.
Pete, make the heat.
Mama Meat!
Yeah. Okay.
Mama meat. Is that what you said?
I hate it, but it fits so well.
Papa Pete,
someone
make the
tell me.
heat.
So someone tell me when we got into
Papa
Fallout. When did we get to Fallout? These are Fallout NPCs.
Mama meat, make the eat.
Kick up your feet and let Pete and Meat make.
That's it. This episode's not gonna get any better. We should just cut it off now and cut our losses.
Woo!
Take a fate point. Whoever said that joke.
Whew, lad. This is is that canonical now? Like is that
I think it's Ma and Pete, and sometimes they call him Ma and Pa. I think that's the way
Okay.
it is.
Oh, that's so good.
That's pretty good.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, Sneak, you walk in on a conversation that sounds like a modem.
Jesus Christ.
If you
Very
you
quick
hand
modem.
if you hand Ma the bloodstones, she'll reach up with a tendril, grab a bottle of wine, and give it to you.
Just real quick, because it's the last thing that Sneak's gonna do before you guys do all your stuff and we end. He's gonna pour 2 glasses, set one across the table from him, and then drink it slowly.
Okay, the one across from you, is it in front of anyone in particular?
No, it's symbolic.
Okay,
Oh.
Vanarin has
But
said
that's what
something,
Sneak,
but
that's what
wasn't
Sneak
muted.
does.
All right. That conversation. By the way, Adaptica conversations happen very fast.
Yes.
So, like, a lot of information.
Depending on their reaction to me, it could either be a very long or brief conversation.
Yeah. So, you talk briefly with Pete and like lose interest because he's too straight, or they're too straightforward.
I think integrated models have a tendency to get a little bit more structured in their thinking, and Mimi's a little bit bored by that.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like you're like, hello, like how do you introduce yourself?
I basically walk up and say in Adapticans that, "Hi, my name is Mimi."
Yeah, and Pete says, "Hello, I am Adapticon class protector, model number 29, single core, special designation null. It is good to meet you.
Good to meet you. Mhm.
You also control wood.
At that I get excited. Yes.
Maximum wood.
I'm taking this as like definitely taking this as like him starting to continue the conversation, but I'm guessing he doesn't.
No, if you say something, maybe the conversation continues.
I was like, yes. I prefer vines and ivy and leaves and flowers. You are a house.
I prefer structure and
Wood.
things that burn. The fire sort of goes.
I manipulate some of the wood that's moved under the house,
Yeah.
I guess, and just give him a hunk.
Yeah, he takes it in. It starts to burn.
I will re-eat that later from the forest.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're like, cool, thanks. You're weird. Bye.
But basically, I'm like, nice to meet you. If you need me, call.
Oh, it's-
I'm gonna go talk to the water lady.
The Pete
You off-put Mimi with being weird.
P29 is like, if Shadunadan is damaged, I will destroy everything.
Okay.
I respect that.
Yes, sir.
And you would know this as an Adapticon. Protector units can get really intense
Mm-hmm.
about the object of their protection.
For a brief moment, and obviously no. Well, I guess maybe if they were wanting to roll an insight roll on Mimi, for a brief moment, Pa feels the same level of intensity right back at him.
Mhm.
Just about something else.
Okay.
An understanding.
Okay.
And then I go talk to Ma.
Yeah. Ma says, no. You probably say the first words.
Yeah. I walk in and I introduce myself again. I think this time I introduce myself as my designation.
Okay.
Just to like.
Give it. Do it.
Hello, I am model M-11- or core or sorry, you mean the long thing, right? You meant the long version.
That's probably the way you say it in Adapticon, which
Mhm.
if you want me to do it, I can.
Yeah, it would be maker model designation maker model number 11 core 1 or single core
Special
de-
designation.
special designation infantile.
Ma says, yes, infantile. Noted. I am Adapticon, model designation maker, model number 70 something, I think. Yeah,
How many makers are there?
model number 127, single core, special designation null. What do you make?
I would like to tell her the truth.
What is the truth?
I don't know yet.
You don't know what you
I
make?
I have an idea. It's just not a single word. I tell her the truth. I don't know if I want to like share that with everyone as a player yet.
Okay.
It is an important thing for Mimi that actually could affect the way they view her. So like,
Sure.
I don't know how to say it without it being really obvious and like weird.
Okay.
I have ideas.
Is it something that would be surprising to Ma?
Yes.
It's like, oh, I make food.
I also make, and then I say, I also make friends.
That makes her laugh?
Yay!
What does an Adapticon language laugh sound like?
A modem restart.
3G metal.
I don't know, but she laughs and says, a commendable make. At that moment, because we're right at the end, you hear Pete say, "Another visitor. Strange. Front door."
Strange.
Oh, we know who it is.
We think.
And then opens the door, and it's the Constant. Says, she kind of rolls her eyes and says, "How did I? Of course you're here. I'm glad you made it." She looks
You!
around.
Come here.
She looks around and says, "Where's Keepon?"
Come here.
Where indeed?
You say, "Come on." I think that's where we end the session. You say, "Come here." Remember, do you want
I wish to explain over drinks, but we
Oh
can
yeah,
do it later.
you explain over drinks. Okay, you say, "Come here," and you explain, and she's real sad about it.
We
okay.
try to cheer, and then I'm like, yeah, he's gone.
All right. That was a cool session.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to be not streaming tomorrow, but I will have a short stream on Friday, where I will play Sekiro because
Hey.
or multiplayer games if you guys want to play.
I'm busy Friday.
That's all good. Sekiro it is. I will be a ninja boy for 2 hours and then go home. Yeah. Does anyone else want to shout out anything? No?
Not particularly.
I like Mimi.
I like Mimi. I need to figure out exactly what Mimi wants to make. I have like I said, I have an idea.
Well, the thing is it's not what Mimi wants to make.
Or has to make,
It's
rather.
what Mimi makes.
Mimi wants to make friends.
I feel like there was a time when you were M-11-D for defective.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually they were like, "That's not right."
That's not quite correct.
Because you don't.
That might even be the letter I give to Adapticans that I actually don't trust. Like I might have given Ma defect instead.
Yeah.
Because infantile is very specific.
Totally. Yeah. I'm glad I got to show you the Traveling Inn because you guys missed it last time, and
Mm-hmm.
Food for thought. We should try and tag along with this thing and make it hang out with it.
you literally are not allowed to travel with them because you would be
Yeah.
crushed.
We would.
Is it a
what?
dangerous
You
person
would
to
be
travel
be
with?
crushed.
Can't stay inside, at least. We can
Where
follow
do-
them
where
vaguely
does-
behind.
Where does Shadun Dan stay?
In his room. That's the only place that's safe.
I see.
Chiltoni flies, and Nakal does his best to not get crushed with his Tizian acrobatics.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Sounds like
I
a
love
physics.
Nakal. You guys didn't talk to him, but I love him.
I will.
He has a do-rag and a belt full of tools.
This is
He can't be cool.
He can't not be cool. All right, that's 8:30. That will end the stream. Goodbye, stream.
With
Goodbye.
Bye.